The following is a Dowling Catholic sports presentation on Iowa Catholic Radio. Coverage of Dowling Catholic High School basketball is underwritten by Ashworth Vision Clinic, the Catholic Tuition Organization, Construction Professionals, Dental Associates, Kemen, Mercy One, and Tamia & Sons. Thank you for supporting Dowling Catholic basketball on Iowa Catholic Radio. 1150 AM, 88.5 FM, 94.5 FM, streaming at iowacatholicradio.com and on the Iowa Catholic Radio app.
And good evening and welcome to Regional Tournament Basketball here on Iowa Catholic Radio. Tonight, it's Dowling Catholic hosting Sioux City East in a Class 5A Girls Regional Final. And the state of Iowa has their postseason tournaments underway in girls basketball. The boys started earlier this week, and we're about set to define and name our state tournament qualifiers in Class 5A. And tonight, in the game we have here in West Des Moines, Dowling Catholic ranks second with a record of 19-3, hosting 15-7 Sioux City East, the Black Raiders from Sioux City. My name is Mark Amadale. I'll be joined shortly by Steve DeVinny as we get set to bring you tonight's regional final here at the Dowling Gym. And not too bad of a day as the temperature in central Iowa got to 35 degrees. The snow stayed to the south, and Sioux City was able to travel to Des Moines and participate in this game without it being delayed. Brian Drent, the third-year head coach at Sioux City East, brings his team in with a record of 15-7. They come off a win in overtime on Saturday night as they defeated Des Moines Roosevelt 59-54 at the Black Raider Gym in overtime. So the Black Raiders advance. Dowling Catholic advancing with a win Saturday night. They defeated Des Moines Lincoln 104-10 in a game you heard on Iowa Catholic Radio. So Dowling comes in with a record of 19-3. They are Central Conference of the CIML co-champs with Johnston and third ranked in the state. And Sioux City East finishing second in the Missouri River Conference, a couple games behind first place Bishop Heelan out of Sioux City. And we look forward to bringing you tonight's game as my broadcast partner Steve DeVinny has made his way here, and he got moved up from the scorer's table up to sitting next to me tonight. So
thank goodness Kevin Otte's back in town.
Yeah, we had a little problem with the scorer's table there earlier. We had the switch that wasn't quite on, and they found out Mr. Todd Crandall, our scoreboard operator, figured it out. But between the Tom Wilson, yours truly, Kevin, and Crandall, we got it all taken care of without your help tonight, Steve. So.
Well, I'd be the last person you'd want to ask about technical expertise.
Let's take a look at the games in Class 5A. All these winners tonight will advance to the Girls State Basketball Tournament. And for 5A, it gets underway this coming Monday, March 2nd. The number 1 and 8 seed play at 10 o'clock, followed by the 11:45 game. That'll have number 4 and 5 seed game. The 1:30 game on Monday will be the number 2 seed versus number 7. And the 3:15 game will have number 3 seed versus the number 6 seed. And tonight in Region 1, Dubuque Hempstead with a record of 14-9 at number 2, City High of Iowa City with a record of 21-1. Region 2 is right here in West Des Moines. Sioux City East at Dowling Catholic. The Maroons a record of 19-3. Sioux City East with a record of 15-7. Region 3 has 15th ranked Council Bluffs Lincoln at number 4 Johnston. The Dragons with a record of 20-2. Council Bluffs Lincoln with a record of 16-6. And Region 4 is number 13 Ames with a record of 11-11 at number 1 Waukee with a record of 20-2. These are all 7 o'clock starts, by the way. Iowa City West in Region 5 is at Iowa City West with a big win. They knocked off the defending champs, the Valley Tigers, on Saturday night to get here. So Iowa City West with a record of 14-9. 14th ranked takes on and travels to number 7 Southeast Polk. The Rams come in with a record of 18-4. Region 6 is number 11 Ankeny Centennial, traveling to Cedar Falls just like we did last year at this time, Steve DeVinny. And it's Centennial with a record of 13-9 at number 5 Cedar Falls with a record of 18-4. Region 7, number 12 Urbandale with a record of 15-7 at number 6 West Waterloo with a record of 18-4. And finally in Region 8, number 9 Cedar Rapids Prairie at number 8 Davenport North. Prairie with a record of 19-3 and North with a record of 18-4. And finally, a team outside the Central Iowa Metro League, well, in the Central Iowa Metro League, but outside Class 5A, that's Class 4A, and that's Mason City trying to punch their ticket to the state tournament as they're ranked 12th in Class 4A, and they're at number 4 Ballard tonight. Ballard with a record of 21-1, Mason City with a record of 12-10, and fourth ranked in Class 4A. So an opportunity to see 6 out of 8 teams advance in Class 5A potentially tonight, Steve DeVinny. And, of course, Mason City in Class 4A had a chance to go to the state tournament. And we think we have a state tournament every Friday or Tuesday night whenever we're playing, don't we? Because we see those same teams up there, it seems like. If we're lucky tonight, and we're talking about Dowling, and they can defeat this Sioux City East team, it'll be kind of like reunion week next week potentially.
Boy, I tell you, this is the night. We talked about this last time we were on the air. This is the night that, this is the pressure, to get there.
Biggest game.
Yep.
And we want to welcome our listeners from Sioux City who are tuned in. Curtis Anderson from KMNS Radio was not available to come down here, so he's kind of promoted our game tonight and mentioned that we're broadcasting, and we've done that on the social media. So I want to welcome the folks from Sioux City. My name is Mark Amadale, the play-by-play voice of Dowling Catholic High School here in West Des Moines. Our broadcast partner is a Hall of Famer at Grandview University, does a lot for youth sports here at Dowling Catholic High School, and that is the Steve DeVinny, the outstanding All-American shortstop, who married a Hall of Fame tennis player, Tracy Shartner, and we've still been talking about that wedding many, many years ago. I can't believe she said yes, Steve. But
I can't either.
I just wanted to set that up for out-of-town listeners, let them know your background.
But we digress here. We hope the Sioux City fans enjoy the broadcast, and looking forward to a really highly spirited game.
Absolutely. We're going to take a break here in our pregame show. Alongside Steve DeVinny, Mark Amadale, David Beltram is our studio producer. And we're going to bring you the starting lineups between Dowling and Sioux City East, the girls Class 5A regional final here at Dowling High School in West Des Moines, coming up here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Dowling Catholic Sports 365 is provided in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic with 2 licensed optometrists, Barbara Sheets, a Dowling Catholic graduate, and Dr. Todd Pedig. The Ashworth Vision Clinic team provides complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and pre- and post-operative care. Ashworth Vision Clinic is located at Ashworth and 60th Street in West Des Moines, 515-440-4610, online at ashworthvision.com.
The Catholic Tuition Organization provides the best tax savings over any other charitable giving in the state. 65% of your contribution directly reduces your Iowa income tax liability. Plus, there are still federal deductibility options to further save on taxes. Find details online, ctoiowa.org. All this for the kids and their future.
And welcome back to the Dowling High School gym here in West Des Moines alongside Steve DeVinny. I'm Mark Amadale, about set for the tip-off and introductions between Dowling Catholic and Sioux City East. Let's take a look at our starting lineups tonight. First of all, for the Black Raiders of Sioux City East, their head coach is Brian Drent. In his third year, 32 wins, 34 losses. And he is assisted by Leanne Steyert, Hannah Nickel, and Jenna Bork, the 3 assistant coaches for Sioux City East, who come in with a record of 15-7. They finished second in the Missouri River Conference behind Bishop Heelan of Sioux City. Heelan finished with a record of 12-2, and Sioux City East finished with a record of 10-4 in the Missouri River Conference. And the Black Raiders to start this lineup at one guard, Kennedy McCloy, 5'5" senior, averaging 10.5 points and 2.5 assists. And she will wear number 3. The other guard is Olivia Barnes, a 5'9" senior, averaging 2 points, 2 rebounds. Barnes will wear number 15. At one forward for Sioux City East, Nyamir Dew, a 6'1" senior, averaging 16.5 points, 7.5 rebounds, and 2.5 assists. And she is third on the team with 29 made threes. She'll wear number 11. And the other forward is Taylor Drent, a 5'10" sophomore, averaging 4 points, 4.5 rebounds, and she'll wear number 22. And the third guard I should mention is Caitlin Tucker. Tucker, a 5'4" senior, averaging 9.5 points, leads the team with 56 made threes. She'll wear number 21. The Black Raiders come in, averaging 56.5 points on offense and giving up 45.5 points on defense. They've won 7 of their past 11 games, and they've won 3 of their last 5, and come in with a win in overtime on Saturday in the regional semifinal as they defeated Des Moines Roosevelt 59-54 in overtime at the Black Raider gym. And now for the Dowling Maroons, the head coach is Kristen Meyer in her 4th year, 75 wins, 20 losses. Her 10th year overall, 176 wins, 65 losses. Assisted by Joel Danner, Scott Babinett. The JV1 coaches are Tom Donahue and Lisa Morrissey-Smith. And the JV2 coaches are Jonathan Vanderaw and Logan Greiner. And the Maroons, with a record of 19-3, they're third ranked in Class 5A. They tied for first place in the CIML Central Division with a 9-1 record with Johnston. And the Maroons will start this lineup at one guard, Ella McVeigh, a 5'6 junior, averaging 4 points. And she'll wear number 1. The other guard is Caitlin Clark, the All-American, averaging 33.5 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. She's a 5'11 senior, leads the team with 59 steals and 77 made three-pointers. The third guard is Emma Gipple for Dowling, a 5'10 sophomore, averaging 5.5 points, 5 rebounds. She'll wear number 23. At one forward, Grace Gaber, a 5'11 senior, averaging 9 points on the season, and is second on the team with 50 made threes. She'll wear number 31. Tong, the St. Louis University recruit, averaging 5 points, 4.5 rebounds, and she is a 6'1 senior. So for Dowling, it's McVeigh, Clark, and Gipple, the three guards, with Gaber and Tong in the post. And for Sioux City East, it'll be McCloy, Barnes, and Tucker, the three guards, with Dew and Drent in the post. Dowling comes in averaging 73.5 points on offense. They give up just under 50 points on defense. The Maroons have won 13 of the last 14 games, and 4 in a row. Their last loss was to number 1 City High of Iowa City back on February 1st, 75-73. We'll take a break along with Steve DeVinny. I'm Mark Amadale. Coming up, a word from Dr. Dan Ryan, the president of Dowling Catholic High School, and our pregame prayer with Father Ryan Andrew here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Hi, this is Dr. Dan Ryan, president of Dowling Catholic High School, and welcome to another season of exciting Dowling High School basketball. We are proud to be partners with Iowa Catholic Radio, not only broadcasting basketball, but also being partners in preparing Christ-centered leaders for life. Go Maroons!
Hello, my name is Father Ryan Andrew, and I'm the chaplain at Dowling Catholic High School. Let us pray for the coaches, players, and trainers tonight for this athletic competition. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Heavenly Father, we thank you for all your gifts. We ask you to bless all those involved in this athletic competition tonight. We ask that you keep them safe, and that they all show good sportsmanship. We ask this through Christ our Lord, amen. All holy men and women, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen.
The home and away voice of Dowling Catholic Sports and Activities, Iowa Catholic Radio. KWKY Des Moines, K233BT Des Moines, KIHS Adel.
And welcome back to the Dowling Catholic High School gym here in West Des Moines alongside Steve DeVinny. I'm Mark Amadale. We just introduced our starting lineups, and the national anthem was played here at the Dowling gym. Our officials tonight, congratulations to them for working the regional Class 5A finals tonight. Scott Giles, Ben Applegate, and Randy Wiggins. And Steve DeVinny, we're just about set. You asked me earlier what we know about Sioux City East. Well, we know they play a lot of 1-3-1 on defense. The ball will go into the hands of Nyamir Dew, who averages 16.5 points, the Butler University signee, as will play there next year. Nyamir, a 6'1 senior, and she will cause a lot of problems for the opponent, that being Dowling tonight, so we'll see how that transpires. And their second leading scorer is Caitlin Tucker, number 21, a 5'4 senior. She can shoot lights out. She's nailed 56 threes in the year, so you asked me what I knew, that's what I know. It's
going to be a challenge, Mark.
A tip up and controlled by Sioux City East. They'll be going left to right as we broadcast right behind the scorer's table in the first row here at Dowling. Sioux City East wearing their all-black road uniforms, red numbers and trim. Dowling in their home white uniforms with maroon numbers and trim. Black Raiders with it. Kennedy McCloy with it. Lob inside the Dew. Hershot off the glass. Good! Nice entry pass that time by the Black Raiders from Kennedy McCloy. And they shoot and score with Dew on the left block. Here's Dowling the other way. Here's Clark with it. Caitlin dribbling right side. Has Olivia Barnes with her. To pull-up jumper, good. It's a three-pointer, a Tumia Sons three-pointer for Clark from the right corner, just outside the three-point line to start things off, Steve.
Have I ever said this to you before, Mark, that Caitlin Clark's a pretty good player?
Well, Sioux City East came out with single coverage on her. Corner three, missed everything. No good by the Black Raiders. That was Taylor Drent from the left corner. Overshot the rim and everything. Rebound Dowling, and now in transition. Here's Clark with a shot. No good. Rebound Nai Tong hands it off to Clark. Shot at the left elbow. Good. Nice job by Nai Tong to keep possession alive, and it's 5-0 Maroons. Or 5-2 Dowling, excuse me.
Yep. Nice offensive board there by Nai. Right place at the right time, and Caitlin was left alone after nobody boxed her out for the putback.
Dowling stays man-to-man. Sioux City East with it. Drent with it in the corner. Gets it to Do. Guarded by Clark. Dribbles in the lane. Stops. And her shot up. No good. Gets her own rebound. It's blocked by Gipple. Outlet pass goes to Gaber. Dowling in transition. Gaber down the lane. Has the ball slapped out of her hands and retrieves it. And the Maroons will start their offense. McVeigh, Clark, and Gipple, the three guards, with Nai Tong and Grace Gaber. Gaber dribbling down the baseline. Pull-up jumper. Good. The basketball count. And a foul on Nyamir Du. She'll pick up the first foul of the ball game. And Gaber with a nice move along the baseline. Got her shoulders squared as she shot the ball.
Yeah, nice play there. Her defender left her to come double Caitlin, which is obviously the right thing to do. But Caitlin was sharp enough to get it right back to her in the corner for that baseline move.
7-2, Dowling with the lead. Free throw by Gaber, good. Grace is a 69% free throw shooter. She has 3 points. And Dowling out to a big lead right now with 6 points. It's 8-2 after Sioux City East scored the opening basket. Dowling has scored 8 straight.
It's big also, Mark, that foul was called on Du, their best scorer.
Black Raiders in the front court. This is Caitlin Tucker. Tucker playing catch with her teammate Taylor Drent. Drent a sophomore, Tucker a senior for Sioux City East. And now Du in the lane, her shot up and good. She got right around Caitlin Clark that time. That'll be interesting watching the scorers go at it. Du now with her 4th point, has all 4 of Sioux City East points. 5:40 remaining first quarter. Dowling by 4 and the basketball. Now illegal screen called by Grace Gaber. The dribble handoff to McVeigh, and Grace commits the moving screen foul. Got to be careful after you hand off that basketball and a dribble handoff at the top of the key by Dowling outside the three-point arc, and Gaber gave a little bit of extra movement there. Wasn't set, and a good call by our officials.
Yeah, that's right, Mark. Interesting that Coach Meyer has chosen to have Caitlin Clark guard Du. You always got to be careful about your leading scorer getting in foul trouble as well. So this will be interesting.
Yeah, take notes on the postgame show. That'll be one to go back to, see how they handle Du. We're going to see how Sioux City East handles Clark. And now Black Raiders with it. Kayla Benson, who just checked in, throws it away. Benson, a 5'6" sophomore, and the ball is knocked away. They're going to give it to Sioux City East. Knocked away nicely by McVeigh. Black Raiders will throw it in right in front of the student section of Dowling, across from where we're broadcasting from, as we're right behind the Dowling bench to the right of the scorers table. Black Raiders going left to right towards the north basket here at the Dowling gym. And with the basketball is McCloy in the lane. Pull-up jumper no good. Offensive rebound by Callahan, who puts it in. Megan Callahan shoots and scores on the weak side rebound.
Got to get her boxed out there, don't we, Mark?
Now Clark for 3, top of the key. It's no good, and it's knocked out of bounds by McVeigh. 8-6, Dowling with the lead over Sioux City East. Clark's 3 from the top of the key, no good, and McVeigh battling for it, knocked out of bounds for Dowling. And the Black Raiders have it.
To the officials' credit here early on, there's been a little bit of bumping, but nothing cheap has been called so far. They're letting the girls play.
Now East in the lane, a shot up and good by Kennedy McCloy. So McCloy with her first basket, 3rd player to score for East, and we're tied at 8. Dowling and Sioux City East here with 4.5 minutes remaining. Here is Dowling with the ball, backdoor cut by Clark. Her shot up, blocked by Du. Bodies hit the floor and rebounded by Nai Tong, and a reach-in foul from the floor on Kennedy McCloy of Sioux City East. So McCloy picks up her first foul, second team foul on the Black Raiders, 1 on Dowling and Maroons. Will inbound the ball. Gipple will throw it in. Bounce pass to Clark on the right side, guarded by Du. So the 2 top scorers guard each other. Clark for 3, off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Kennedy McCloy in Sioux City East. Clark had an open look from that right corner beyond the 3-point arc. Here's McCloy with it, and her shot deflected again by McVeigh, out of bounds. And one thing Ellen McVeigh will figure out is your tendencies, and if she can pick up when you're going to pass the ball, she'll knock out of bounds. Second time she's done that tonight. Steve, to Kennedy McCloy of Sioux City East.
Yeah, cat-like quickness by McVeigh. Now, Sioux City East has obviously played some good teams throughout the year, but perhaps not a team with anybody quite as quick maybe as McVeigh.
All right, East with the ball. A long three up, no good by Benson, and a putback up and no good. Rebound comes out to Dowling McVeigh. Here's Gaber in the front court. Tied at 8. Gaber dribbles baseline, gets underneath the basket, leaves it for Clark, and stolen away. Caleb Benson with the steal. Takes it down court. Cut off by Gipple as Dowling drops back. Here's McCloy with it. Out to Benson for 3, and it's good. Caleb Benson off the bench with her first 3 of the night and her 36th 3 of the year. And it's 11-8, Sioux City East by 3 over Dowling with 3:15 remaining in the first quarter.
Doesn't appear that the Sioux City Ball Club's going to back down, does it, Mark?
Clark with it. Clark down the lane. Her shot up and good. The basket will count, and a foul on Taylor Drent of Sioux City. And what a move by Clark from the left side.
Big-time move right there. Dribble penetration. She hesitated. Sioux City East thought maybe she was going to go back out front with it, and then she turned it back on to the hoop.
Julia Moore checking into the Dowling lineup. And now another substitution for Dowling is Meg Simplot will check in. Maroons will start their rotation. Gipple and McVeigh check out. 3:07 remaining first quarter. Sioux City East 11, Dowling 10 here on Iowa Catholic Radio. Regional final. The winner moves on to the girls' state basketball tournament. Free throw is good by Clark. Caitlin now with her 8th point. And it's tied at 11, Dowling and Sioux City East. Winners in Class 5A play on Monday beginning at 10 o'clock. Now a long three coming. It's no good by Caitlin Tucker. Rebound Dowling. Here's Clark with it. Caitlin down the lane, turns the corner. Pull-up jumper off the glass, good. Went right around Taylor Drent.
Coast to coast for Caitlin. Went over a couple different defenders to get that basket.
Yeah, Drent didn't have any help defense that time. Nobody for East, stepped out and scored. And now a lob pass inside, stolen away by Caitlin Clark. Pass intended for Duke. Caitlin will launch a 3. It's up. Good! Caitlin Clark with a 3 on the loose. That's her second Jimmy and Sons three-pointer, and Dowling's lead has now grown to 5.
Why try to get a layup when you can get a nice 3, Mark?
Got to be confident in that shot.
Oh, boy.
And she is. 16-11 Dowling, Steve.
She can shoot it.
Here's Dew in the lane. Her shot is blocked by Nye Tong, but a foul on Nye. And to the free throw line, Nyamir Dew, the Butler University recruit, will go to the line for 2. And Nye Tong picks up the foul. That's her first.
Team second, and Dew will have a couple at the charity stripe, Mark.
As first free throw by Dew is good. Nyamir, a 72% free throw shooter. Lexi Bowles checks into the Dowling lineup for the first time tonight, replacing Nye Tong. So Simplot, Moore, and Bowles off the bench for Dowling. Staying in, the lineup is Clark, and Gaber. Free throw no good by Dew. Rebound Dowling and Clark. In the corner goes to Moore. The freshman for 3. It's no good. Ball slapped around, and Moore has it, but she travels with it. Didn't have possession when she came down.
Good hustle. Followed her own shot.
Julia Moore, the 5'4" freshman, knocked down 7 3-pointers in the season. That one was short, but she followed her shot, as you mentioned, and got the rebound, but came down in the air with the ball instead of jump stopping and fell to the ground traveling. Good call by the official, and now the other way we go. Here's Benson with it for Sioux City East. She dribbles the right side. Dowling stays man-to-man. Now they reverse it to Kennedy McCloy. They work the left side. Dribble handoff goes to Taylor Drent, and a shot up and good. Drent with the basket. That's her first basket, so now she becomes the 5th Sioux City East player to score. 16-14 Dowling. Here's Gaber in the front court on the left corner. Out to Simplot, and she travels with the basketball. Lost control of it, and Simplot. Steve, we didn't talk about this much in the pregame, but one thing, postseason nerves. Some of these girls have been through it. Some of them haven't.
Yeah, well, turnovers are always a factor in every game, but that was a little bit sloppy there. Just lost control of the dribble.
That's why you play 21 games to compete in the 22nd and the 23rd game, as is the case tonight, the 23rd game for Dowling and for Sioux City East. 16-14 Maroons. East with the basketball, and now a foul called on as McCloy dribbles to the basket. The foul will be on Moore. Julia will pick up her first foul. Third foul on Dowling here in the first half. Minute 14 remaining in the quarter. Sioux City East with 3 fouls. Dowling by 2. And East will throw it in. They get it to do left elbow. Guarded by Clark. Gets the ball in the corner. That's Drent for 3. Missed everything, no good. Rebound Dowling. Nice job by Simplot grabbing the rebound. Meg with it. Hands it to Clark. In the corner to Gaber. Corner 3 up and in and out, no good by Grace Gaber from the left corner. And a rebound, Sioux City East.
Yeah, good start. This due for Sioux City East is a willing passer and a good passer. I've been impressed so far with East's balance. Like you said earlier, we got 5 of their players have already scored.
Now we got traveling on Sioux City East to try to get the ball into the right elbow to Taylor Drent. The coach's daughter is Taylor, a 5'10 sophomore, and she travels with it. 13 of Dowling's 16 points come via Caitlin Clark, the University of Iowa recruit. Scored her 2,500th career point for Dowling here last week.
Incredible.
Seemed like she just got her 2,000 point a few weeks ago. Now she's got 2,500 and going. 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Dowling by 2. Here's Clark in the corner for 3. It's good! She shot it right over Caitlin Tucker, and Caitlin with another Tamia and Sons three-pointer. She's got 16 points to lead Dowling, and the Maroon lead grows to 5.
I'm not sure the Lady Red Raiders have seen much of that. Oh, goodness.
We got a Taylor Drent in the lane, and a nice dribble move goes into the lane. A foul on Dowling. They're going to call it on Bowles, and nice job by the coach's daughter, Taylor Drent, the daughter of head coach Brian Drent in his 3rd year here at Sioux City East. And she'll have 2 free throws. 14 foul on Dowling. And Drent's free throw is good. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio, sponsored in part by our good friends at Ashworth Vision Clinic. I want to thank construction professionals, Dental Associates in Kemen. A reminder, all 3-point made baskets are sponsored by Tumia and Sons on Des Moines South Side, just south of Principal Park in downtown Des Moines. It's Drent's second free throw is good. She's got 4 points. 515-282-7976. You can order takeout at 1501 Southeast 1st Street, Tumia and Sons. You can also order on tumiaandsons.net. 5 seconds remaining. Clark coming off a ball screen by Nai Tong. 3-pointer at the horn, no good. And we come to the end of the first quarter with the score. 3rd-ranked Dowling Catholic 19, Sioux City 16, along with Steve DeVinny, Mark Amadeo. David Beltram is our studio producer tonight here on Iowa Catholic Radio, and we'll return with the second quarter in 1 minute on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Thank you, construction professionals, for underwriting our show, Man Up, heard Mondays at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Construction professionals have been long supporters of Iowa Catholic Radio, and we've seen their work. It's beautiful.
They do remodeling or new construction that is innovative, functional, and designing what you want. It's a family business built on a strong foundation to create a new or remodeled home that is uniquely yours.
cpcustomhomes.com. From our family to yours, God bless. Thank you, construction professionals.
Thank you, Dental Associates, for underwriting Dowling Catholic Sports 365. With over 40 years' experience, Dental Associates is a group dental practice with the mission of promoting optimum health and well-being to all patients, providing preventative, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry for the entire family. Message underwritten by Dr. Kenton Gleichman, Dr. Steve Karbaka, Dr. Christine Mulcahy, and Dr. Ben Nagel. Dental Associates, addressing your smile, needs, and dreams. Online at Des Moines-DentalAssociates.com.
And we're back here at the Dowling Gym here in West Des Moines. Start of the second quarter. The Class 5A Girls Regional Final. And it's Dowling Catholic leading Sioux City East, 19-16. Mark Amadeo joined by Steve DeVinny tonight. As got a nice crowd here for a Tuesday night regional final. Now we got a whistle off the ball on Dowling's first possession here, Steve. What happened?
Sorry to interrupt you, but number 5, or was it number 3?
21. Caitlin Tucker.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 21. She was basically face guarding Gaber. Gaber went to make a cut, and incidentally, I mean, she wasn't trying to play dirty, but she basically tackled her, and happened right in front of me. The referee thankfully saw it, but she's still face guarding her over in the corner. They just don't want her to stand alone and shoot it.
A couple different looks by Coach Brian Drent, third-year coach at Sioux City East, turned this program around. His first year he went 3-18. Last year went 14-9. And now Dowling with the ball. Clark with a shot, no good, and she tips it out of bounds, and the rebound will be Sioux City East basketball. And then this year, they went 15-7, and last year they were eliminated by Ankeny Centennial up at Ankeny Centennial in the regional semifinal. And this year they get it all the way to the final, so he's done a nice job.
Yeah, he's obviously doing a real good job. Last time down, the Maroons had the ball. They were face guarding both Gaber and Clark, and forcing the other three kids on the floor to beat them.
Whistling a foul on Dowling as Grace Gaber picks up her second foul.
Yep.
So that'll be team foul number 5 on Dowling, 4 on Sioux City East.
Yeah, that probably she maybe should have been a little more careful there with the first foul, but we'll see what Meg can do in her place here. Grace will have to go to the bench.
Sioux City East inbounds the ball. Dribble handoff to McCloy. She works the right side. Gets it over to Caitlin Tucker. Now she launched a three, top of the key, good. Tucker with her team-leading 57th three of the year. That's her first one tonight for Sioux City East.
That was deep, too, Mark. That was really deep.
Top of the key and deep. 19 all, we're tied. Underneath, Dowling works it. A nice assist. Caitlin Clark gets it over in the right block to Emma Gipple, who shoots and scores her first basket. 21-19, Dowling underway here in the second quarter. A long three, no good by Sioux City East. Caitlin Tucker starting to fire off for East. Missed it. Dowling with the rebound. And here's McVeigh for three, no good. Offensive rebound, Nai Tong. Her put back up and good right over Nyamir Du. Nai Tong with her first 2 points of the night.
That's big, Mark.
23-19 Dowling.
In the first quarter, the Maroons only had two people score, Caitlin and Grace Gaber, and now all of a sudden you've got Gipple and Nai Tong on the board, which is very, very helpful for the Maroons.
And Gaber on the bench with 2 fouls. East with the basketball. Nearly stolen away by McVeigh. Now a corner three by Kaya Downs off the bench with her first three of the night.
Good ball movement there by the Sioux City East Ball Club. Ella McVeigh went for the steal and sort of overran the play, leaving the Maroons at a deficit 5-4.
Downs with their first three of the night, and now a missed shot by Simplot, but a putback up and good by Gipple. Emma Gipple with her 4th point.
Very impressive on the offensive glass. Got ourselves a ball game, Mark.
Sure do. 25-22, Dowling by 3. 5:40 remaining here in the second quarter. Mark Amadale, Steve DeVinny here at the Dowling gym tonight. Not a bad crowd, Dowling student section. And now a steal by Dowling and Simplot. She gets to the half court, finds Nai Tong, gets it back to McVeigh. McVeigh looking for Clark, and they're going to deny her McCloy all over Clark. Here's Simplot with it. Dribbles in the lane, gets it back out to McVeigh, top of the key. Here's Clark, right wing, 3-point line extended. Puts the ball on the floor. Shot off the glass too strong, and a rebound due, and Sioux City East.
Caitlin was hoping for a foul and didn't get it.
Black Raiders have it. Dribble handoff to Tucker. Drives in the lane. Shake and scores. Nice ball screen by Dew. And Tucker with the basket, and that is her 5th point.
Maroons are hesitant to leave Dew, thinking that she'll get it back on the screen and roll, but that's given her teammates some opportunities tonight.
Clark the other way. Nice little give and go. Pass goes to Nai Tong to the left block. Layup good.
Big time assist.
Oh, huge assist by Clark. She took everybody with her and found Nai in the corner of her eye. 27-24, Dowling by 3. 4:40 remaining. Dew for 3. Top of the key. It's no good. And the ball's out of bounds. Drent tried to save it, but stepped on the baseline. It'll be Dowling basketball and substitutions now. Megan Callahan checks in for Sioux City East, number 5, along with Taylor Drent. Checking out will be Kennedy McCloy and Olivia Barnes, who was in there.
Looks like the Sioux City East Ball Club has basically an 8-player rotation.
They do, and they also have Kylie Van Drack, who's been out for most of the year with ankle injury since around Christmas. She is back tonight. Coach says she's cleared. You may see her in the rotation. Dowling with the ball. 4:15 remaining on the baseline. Clark, a shot up and good. Caitlin thought she had contact.
Yeah, Caitlin's got to be a little bit careful talking to the referees or asking for calls.
Or showing emotion like that.
She just needs to play.
Now Sioux City East nearly threw it away. The reverse pass by Megan Callahan, finally tracked down by Caitlin Tucker. Dew with it, and now we've got a timeout, Sioux City East. Head coach Brian Drent didn't like what he saw, and he called a timeout. It'll be Sioux City East basketball. This will be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Under 4 minutes remaining in the first half. It's Dowling 29, Sioux City East 24. Mark Amadale alongside Steve DeVinny tonight. I want to mention our supporters of Iowa Catholic Radio. They include Two Rivers Glass and Door, Catholic Tuition Organization, R&R Realty Group, and Mercy One. And we're going to welcome all our listeners from Sioux City. Curtis Anderson said he wasn't coming down from KMNS Radio in Sioux City. He said he'll pass along. And he says, I don't know about you, Mark, but I trust your partner to call a good game for our listeners back in Sioux City. So they're listening on the Iowa Catholic Radio app. You can download it free by going to the iTunes store or listen to us online at iowacatholicradio.com. So he vouched for you. He didn't vouch for me. And letting the listeners back in Sioux City know that didn't make the trip. Thank goodness the snow didn't come to Central Iowa today. And glad to welcome the folks from Sioux City who brought a nice crowd here. Now the Dowling with the steal on the inbounds pass. Simplot on it. Outlet pass goes to Nai Tong, and she gets to Clark. Caitlin, she'll fire a three. It's good! Right in front of head coach Brian Drent. Caitlin nails another three. She's got 21 points. That's another Tamia & Sons three-pointer. 32-24, Dowling with its largest lead of 8 here with 3.5 minutes remaining. And now the Black Raiders throw it away. They try to hit Dew in the corner, and a bad pass by Tucker. Dowling basketball. That'll get Kennedy McCloy back in, and they're going to take out Caitlin Tucker. So McCloy back in after a brief rest. He's back into the Black Raider lineup. Now we got a whistle and a foul underneath. And I think the foul is going to be on the young lady Garden Clark. And that is Kayla Benson. So Benson with the foul. Team foul number 5 on Sioux City East. 5 fouls also on Dowling here in the first half with 3.5 minutes remaining.
Well played so far, Mark.
Caitlin Clark will throw it in, get some Nitong. Back to Clark, right side, three-pointer. Good! That was deep on the right wing. Another Tamia & Sons three-pointer by Caitlin Clark, and she's got 24. And the Maroons' lead is now 11. 35-24 Dowling. Sioux City East with the ball on the baseline. With it is McCloy. Kicks it back out. Almost threw it away, and a whistle and a foul on McVeigh of Dowling.
Looks like it'll be Ella for sure.
That'll be the 16th foul on Dowling. 3 minutes remaining in substitutions as Megan Callahan will check out for Sioux City East. And Dowling will check out Nai Tong and go with the smaller lineup here. East throwing the ball in, and they finally get it into Kayla Benson. Top the key to McCloy. McCloy dribbles on Simplot into the lane. A little Euro step. Her shot no good. And 2 shots coming for McCloy. Nice move against Simplot, and Meg will pick up the foul. That'll be her first.
Yeah, nice offensive move there for sure.
By McCloy. 2:54 remaining in the first half. 35-24 Dowling by 11 over Sioux City East. The winner moves on to the Girls State Basketball Tournament. And Class 5A starts Monday. Free throws good by McCloy. That's her first free throw of the night and her 3rd point. Monday, March 2nd, the first round games in Class 5A beginning at 10 o'clock. Second free throw good by McCloy. 35-26 Dowling. For the Maroons, it's Simplot, Clark, and McVeigh, along with Brianna Rodriguez, who just checked in that last dead ball, and Gipple. So basically a 5-guard lineup for Dowling without post. Here's Clark again for 3. Good! She is feeling it. That was on the end of Dowling on the right wing at the south basket. Can you believe it? 27 points for Clark. And when she's feeling it, she's in that zone.
Well, Coach Wooden, the greatest coach of all time, called it competitive greatness, being your best when your best is needed. She's on fire tonight.
38-26 Dowling. 2:10 remaining, second quarter. Here's McCloy, who's been hot for Sioux City East. A little shot, a little Euro step, no good with the missed basket. Shot it with the left hand. Rebound Clark. Caitlin with it, looking down court. The Maroons with 5 guards basically out there. As skip pass over to Brianna Rodriguez. And Rodriguez had the ball tipped out of bounds. Good defense that time by McCloy, who's just been everywhere for Sioux City East. Kennedy, a 5'5 senior and one of 6 seniors on the Sioux City East team for head coach Brian Drent.
You alluded to it earlier, Mark, but the Maroons have gone with a shorter lineup here in the last couple minutes of the first half.
McVeigh, Clark, Simplot, Gipple. Now Clark again for 3, and it's no good. Left it short, and a rebound McCloy of Sioux City East. Yeah, 5-guard lineup in there for Dowling. And with Clark guarding Dew, they're true post player right now. Dew, the tallest player out there for Sioux City East. Black Raiders running a 5-out, nobody in. And a little bit of a pass and cut offense. Here's Drent with it down the lane. Went through traffic. Layup good on the right side. The coach's daughter, Taylor Drent, shoots and scores her 6th point.
Good offensive move.
Now Clark with a pass underneath, stolen by Dew. Nyamir in the front court on the dribble. Dribbles to the right side and a foul on McVeigh.
Gosh darn it. That's going to be her 2nd. 8th team foul. They'll be shooting, and here comes Julia Moore.
So Moore back into the lineup. So Maroons will take out McVeigh, a junior, and replace her with a freshman, Julia Moore, a 5'4" left-hander. And free throws coming for Dew. That is the 8th team foul on Dowling. Sioux City East with 5 team fouls with 65 seconds remaining here in the half, Steve Devaney.
Well played and so far very well officiated, Mark. Really haven't had much complaint from either bench.
Nope, they're calling it like it should be. I didn't warn you at halftime. We have the freshman coach for Dowling coming in here, the boys coach.
Oh, no.
And it's not Heatherton, the assistant. It's O'Hare.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
I might go grab some popcorn and let you do that.
Oh, you got to sit in and help me through this. This is not going to be good. And the one-on-one, no good by Dew. That missed the free throw and the rebound Dowling.
Under a minute to play. They're back. Sioux City East is back in that 1-3-1 that they worked at earlier in the ball game.
Dowling by 10 and the basketball. The Maroons bring Lexi Bowles in for McVeigh, who went out with her 2nd foul. So Bowles, a 6'1" junior, gets underneath her. Shot up and good. The basket will count. And a foul on Kaya Downs of Sioux City East. And that's a mismatch. 5'4" Downs against the 6'1" Bowles, and Lexi with the basket.
What it amounted to was great passing there by the Maroons. It was Rodriguez, a skip pass across court to Gipple. One dribble into the paint. When they came to help on her, she dumped it off to Bowles, who was basically wide open there on the baseline.
40-28, Dowling with the lead. And the left-handed free throw good by Alexi Bowles. Bowles and Julia Moore, the 2 lefties on the team, and Bowles will come out, and Nitong back in with 40 seconds remaining in the half.
Nice job by Bowles there to convert that traditional three-point play.
Dowling has its largest lead of 13 points with 35 seconds. Kennedy McCloy across the timeline, guarded by Moore. He used to run a 1-4 set. Now clear it out for McCloy, left side. She's cut off by Moore nicely. Now they run the left side. Here's McCloy in the baseline. Can't get a shot off. Now a little Euro step, left-handed layup. Good! Nice move by Kennedy McCloy. That is a sweet move.
She's done that same move 3 or 4 times and converted a couple of them.
McCloy with 6 points, 7 seconds remaining. Here's Rodriguez with it, cut off. Trying to get it to Clark, and it's stolen away by Sioux City East. They'll launch the 3 at the buzzer. It's no good. And Dowling goes into halftime with a 41-30 lead over Sioux City East in a very exciting girls Class 5A regional final here at the Dowling Gym, Steve Devaney.
Fantastic game so far. Wow. Both teams going at it hard, and even though Caitlin Clark has really shot it well, Sioux City East is still very much in the game and playing with a good spirit and competing hard. So
yes, they are. Sioux City East 5 of 7 at the free throw line in the first half unofficially as we add up the total scores. 22 points for Dowling. So Maroons outscores Sioux City East 22-14 in that second quarter, after the Maroons had a 19-16 lead at the end of one. Maroons go 1 for 1 at the free throw line. So Dowling is 3 for 3 at the free throw line at halftime. Sioux City East 5 of 7 at the line. We'll come back and we'll recap scoring, and we'll visit with our halftime guest, Kevin O'Hare, who may make his way down. Maybe he forgot.
I have no comment whether that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Maybe he's talking Carolina basketball up there. Good, I can bring up the Duke North Carolina game and preview the next one coming up. Along with Steve Devaney, I'm Mark Hamadale. David Beltram is our studio producer. And our halftime scorer in this girls Class 5A regional final here at the Dowling Gym in West Des Moines. Dowling Catholic 41, Sioux City East 30 here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio's broadcast of Dowling Catholic sports and activities is provided by Chemin, a global ingredient manufacturer using science to transform the quality of life for 80% of the world. Chemin is on the leading edge of molecular science, manufacturing more than 500 specialty ingredients for the human and animal health and nutrition, pet food, aquaculture, nutraceutical, food technologies, crop technologies, and textile industries. Chemin strives to sustainably transform the quality of life every day for 80% of the world with their products and services. Chemin, using science to transform the world. Online at chemin.com.
Thank you to Mercy One for their support of Iowa Catholic Radio. From the cardiovascular experts at the Iowa Heart Center to the pediatric services of Mercy Children's Hospital and Clinics, Mercy provides complete care for Central Iowa's adults and children with more than 50 primary care and specialty clinics in the Des Moines area. Find a convenient Mercy One location near you. Online at mercydesmoines.org.
And welcome back to the Dowling Gym, Class 5A Regional Final and girls postseason basketball. Dowling girls lead Sioux City East 41-30. I want to welcome our audience from Sioux City to the broadcast tonight. Curtis Anderson did not make the trip from KMNS Radio in Sioux City, and glad to pinch hit for him, and we got him tuned in tonight. Mark Amadale, Steve DeVinny, Dowling leading at halftime 41-30. I don't know if I want to endure this with our Sioux City audience, and I apologize to those folks in Sioux City, but the Dowling freshman boys basketball coach, a legend in his own mind and time. What have you been here, about 30 years?
19
years.
19 years coaching freshmen.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
You know, he gave me his career record up at Ames when you and Swain couldn't be there,
yep.
Coach DeVinny. He had 300 and some wins, and I said, well, he counted the A and B games. 300 and some wins in 19 years. You ever figure that out?
I want to know, DeVinny had the night off that night. Did he actually take his wife out for Valentine's Day?
You know,
let's put him on the spot.
I have trouble remembering what I had for lunch today. You're asking me about February 14th.
We brought you on to interview you, O'Hare, not the other way around. I mean,
it's all good.
Well, you know, you and I had 4 hours of
a love fest up there.
No, well, I wouldn't call it that, but there were some people driving off I-35 on their way home from Ames, I understand, including the girls' assistant coaches for Dowling.
Oh, boy.
But I didn't get a chance to talk to you about your team this year, Kevin. You had the freshman boys team at Dowling, and I never gave our listeners an update. I knew you were struggling to get to 500, and I know you finished above 500. But talk about this year's group and how you finished, and who we're going to see here, the next Maroons coming up in the next few years.
Yeah, so, we keep 24 guys. So we had about 43 kids go out. So the unfortunate part of that is 19 guys got cut. But, again, 24 guys made the team. Our A team finished 11-9, and our B team finished 10-5. And Coach Heatherton does a great job with that team. Again, it's from our perspective, it's not where we wanted to be, but we have great kids that work their tail off. We lacked a lot of size this year.
You didn't have a post player, really.
No,
I didn't think.
And we lacked some skill set and some basketball IQ, but the guys worked their tail off, like I mentioned, and we had a kid score 42 points in one game, Drew Marr. You don't see that very often.
Especially considering who his dad is.
Boy, here we go.
His dad didn't have 42 points in his career, let alone a game. But and then, we made some switches early on. Drew was our point guard, and then Jake Anderson, another really good player, was our two guard. And we made some switches to those two guys and moved Jake to the point and Drew to the two, probably 8 games too late, but did that, and it worked out really good for us. And then a lot of other, I could name them all, but a lot of other, quality players. But again, lacked some size, lacked a little IQ and skill set, but a really good group of guys to work with. And I would imagine they'll all get back in the gym as soon as possible and get ready for next year, which, of course, only gets down to 15 guys.
Well, Kevin O'Hare is our guest, the Dowling boys freshman coach in his many, many years here at Dowling. Just shy of 20, is that right?
Yeah.
You know, Kevin, I saw your last game, and I thought that was pretty cool by our athletic director here and head football coach Tom Wilson to put the freshmen in the big gym when you played Southeast Polk on that Thursday, the final regular season game last week. You guys got the big gym, and what an exciting game against the Rams you guys had. You only play once during the season because they're in the other division of the CIML, but that was a very exciting game. You got to be proud of that one. I thought you guys, your kids played well. Heatherton did a great job coaching. He really covered some of the mistakes I thought
Here
you were
go,
making.
Steve.
Oh,
Jeez.
man.
Well, you knew it was going to last more than a minute or two.
Well, Heatherton's got a brand new grandson, I think it is. And so
Here,
he was looking at his phone, at pictures of his grandson while Kevin was coaching him.
Are you guys interviewing Todd today, or are you guys interviewing? Okay, so anyway.
Speaking for the whole freshman program
real quick,
right
though,
now.
you're right. Wilson and O'Connor did a great job of letting us. And they usually do that at the end of the year because the sophomores playing here, 50% of the time.
Yep.
And, so they gave us the big gym, which was great. Our kids love that. And Southeast Polk was a really, really good team, and they had us down after one quarter, 25-10.
I saw that. Wow.
And so I looked over at Todd and I said, "It's going to be 100-40. What are we going to do?" And the guys battled, and we got it to 4 at half, and then they battled the rest of the way, and we squeaked one out by 2. But Southeast Polk has a really good freshman program.
Coach, how do you balance? And I'm involved with the 8th grade program, as you know, and so I know all those kids, or most of them, that you have the next year. But you're sort of forced to play. You move some kids between A and B, and you usually play almost every kid every game, and so the focus can't be 100% on winning. How do you balance that throughout the course of a year?
That's a good question. So again, each team has 12 guys, and this year was the first year we've ever played 16 kids at one point or another on the A team. Usually it's 13.
Yep.
This year we've had 16 go back and forth, but for the most part, you have your starting 5, and then your next 7. There's quite a bit of parity, and this year there was probably quite a bit of parity through 12 guys. So you're looking for the right mix and chemistry and just the right guys to play with one another and stuff like that. So it wasn't necessarily, especially this year, as hard as maybe in the past because we had so many guys that could do so many things equally outside of the starting 5.
Yep.
And again, you practice day in and day out, and you try to see how guys are playing against one another and if they can be consistent. And it's tough, but we also have some games where we are on the right side of a lopsided score, so you obviously get to play a lot of kids in that game. And
So the off season now, you're going to start your individual workouts. I know you've lost, 3 or 4 individual games, one-on-one, not only with a couple girls players, but some of the boys. So I know you want to rectify that. But you know what? You're not getting any younger, Coach O'Hare.
No, I'm not. But I will always be younger than both you guys. That's not changing.
No.
Well, I can't argue that.
No.
No, the off season, like you said, a lot of kids will go to cross country or track
Sure.
and baseball. But the message we tried to get to them at the team banquet the other night was, even though those are your number one priority because it's in-season sports, there's 24 hours in a day, and you still got to find some time to either get up early, stay out late, and get some shots and ball handling in just so you don't lose everything that you've kind of gained.
Especially when you're out for track, baseball, even if you're softball on the girls' side, volleyball, you've got to find time to get shots in and work on those dribble moves. Young lady wearing number 11 right in front of you shooting. Caitlin Clark's been doing that her whole life, and she was a multi-sport athlete in soccer and other sports, and she found time to put basketball, get those individual workouts in, and it's showing. She's playing at Iowa next year, and this Dew girl for Sioux City East, not bad either.
Yeah, no, Sioux City East has impressed me. The eye test, watching them early before the game even started, I wasn't necessarily impressed or eager to see the game, so to speak, but these girls are good, and Caitlin's had to have 27 points here at half to give them just a small 11-point cushion.
That's right.
Sioux City East is good.
Well, Coach O'Hare, thanks for joining us here at halftime. Thanks for all you do, and I kid you a lot. You know I love you. Been around you too long, but you know what? Do a great job. Kids play hard for you, and that's all you can ask. And you move them up the ladder. There will be sophomores next year, and we'll be calling their names out here in a couple years, probably their senior year.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, guys. You guys do a great job.
Great year, Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Kevin O'Hare, the Dowling freshman coach, freshman boys basketball coach. We'll be back with the start of the second half. Dowling leading Sioux City East 41-30 in this girls' regional final. Back in 1 minute on Iowa Catholic Radio.
The home and away voice of Dowling Catholic sports and activities, Iowa Catholic Radio. KWKY Des Moines, K233BT Des Moines, KIHS Adel.
Support for Dowling Catholic Sports is provided by Two Rivers Glass and Door, creating commercial glass and aluminum storefronts. Also serving your home needs by creating custom frameless shower doors, mirrors, glass tabletops, and specialty glass. Two Rivers Glass and Door. Design, fabrication, and installation. 515-222-4860. Online at tworiversglass.com. Two Rivers Glass and Door. Serving imaginations since 1992.
Thank you to Tomia & Sons for your support of Dowling Catholic High School basketball. Tomia & Sons is an Italian family restaurant with old country authentic Italian food. Enjoy the local atmosphere where you may even spot a priest, politician, or even Willie Farrell. Take advantage of Tomia & Sons bocce ball court with the kids while enjoying Tomia's homemade bread, pasta, and real Italian homemade desserts. Tomia & Sons is located on Southeast 1st Street, just south of downtown Des Moines and around the corner from Graziano Brothers. 515-282-7976, TomiaandsSons.net. And welcome back to the Dowling Gym, underway here in the second half. 41-32 as Sioux City East scores on a basket by Dew. Now Dowling with the ball underneath is Gipple. Her shot blocked by Dew. Rebound comes out to Nai Tong, and Dowling saves the possession as we're underway here in the third quarter. We're running through scoring here in a moment. McVeigh with it for Dowling. She'll launch a three right in front of the Dowling bench. It's no good. Ball tipped out of bounds. And we got a whistle and a foul on Nai Tong as she'll be called for over the back, and that'll be her second foul. Let's go through the scoring quickly. For Dowling, Maroons are led by Caitlin Clark at halftime with 27 points. Emma Gipple with 4 points. Nai Tong with 4 points. 3 points each for Grace Gaber and 3 points for Lexi Bowles. As the Maroons went 3 for 3 at the free throw line. For Sioux City East, their leading scorer right now is Nyamir Dew. She now has 7 points. She had 5 at halftime. As we got a whistle and a foul on Dowling. The foul's going to be on Caitlin Clark, and that'll be her first. Second team foul on Dowling here in the second half. 6 points for Kennedy McCloy for Sioux City East. 6 points for Taylor Drent. 5 points for Caitlin Tucker. 3 points each for Kayla Benson and for Kaya Downs off the bench with 3, and 2 points for Megan Callahan for Sioux City East. And again, the leading scorer, Nyamir Dew, with 7 points right now to lead Sioux City East. The Black Raiders were 5 of 7 at the free throw line. Dowling outscored Sioux City East 19-16 in that first quarter, and outscored the Black Raiders 22-14 in the second quarter. And now here's Dew underneath on the inbounds play, and her shot off the glass good, and she's got all 4 points here in the second half by Sioux City East. 41-34, Dowling by 7. Clark for 3, it's no good. Tong slaps the ball away, but right into the hands of Drent, and now Sioux City East the other way with the ball. Now a 3 coming by Tucker, it's good. Caitlin Tucker with the 3. That's her 8th point. And all of a sudden, Sioux City East has outscored Dowling 7-0 to start the second half. And it's a 41-37, 4-point Dowling lead here, Steve.
As Coach O'Hare mentioned, it's a good ball club. Got a lot of different weapons.
Here's Clark for 3. It's no good.
That was Gaber.
Gaber and Clark slaps the ball away on the rebound into the hands of Sioux City East. So the Black Raiders on a 7-0 run to start the third quarter here at the Dowling Gym. Glad you could join us. Mark Hamadale and Steve DeVinny in the lane. A shot off the glass too strong, no good by Caitlin Tucker, and a rebound out to Dowling. Maroons looking for their first score. Lob pass underneath to Gipple. Deflects off of her, and it's stolen away by Taylor Drent of Sioux City East. Maroons come up empty on 5 straight possessions to start the second half. Now down court is McCloy. Her shot too strong, no good. Rebound Dowling and Clark.
In addition to the good shooting that the Sioux City East squad has had early in the second half, they've also gotten the loose balls.
Now here's Clark in the lane, and her shot is blocked, but a foul called on Sioux City East, and that'll be on the other number 11 tonight, Nyamir Dew. That'll be her second foul, and a timeout called by Dowling, and this will be a 30-second timeout. 4 minutes, 40 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Dowling 41, Sioux City East 37. At stake, a girls' state tournament berth, where this game will move on to Monday, play at the girls' state basketball tournament. Class 5A begins Monday morning at 10 o'clock with the number 1 versus number 8 seed. Number 4 versus 5 seeds at 11:45. 1:30 game has a number 2 versus number 7 seed. And the 3:15 game is number 3 seed versus 6 seed. That's all this Monday, March 2nd, the winner plays. And Steve DeVinny right now, Sioux City East on a 7-0 run, and Caitlin Clark now for Dowling at the free throw line and try to get their first points of the third quarter. We've almost played halfway through the third quarter here, Steve.
Yeah, no, you're right. They came out, Sioux City East, very, very hungry, very aggressive, and they're back in the ball game.
Free throw good by Caitlin Clark. Caitlin had 27 points at halftime. Currently has 28. Tonight's game in Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you by Kemen Dental Associates, Construction Professionals, and by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Second free throw good by Caitlin. She now has 29 points. And it's 43-37, Dowling by 6. The Maroons' largest lead was 13 points in the first half over Sioux City East. Black Later's largest lead was 3. Now a corner 3, it's no good by Kayla Benson off the bench, and a whistle and a foul called. And it's going to go against Dowling's Caitlin Clark.
Oh, wow. Thought that was on Gipp.
So Clark with her second, so both leading scorers with 2 fouls each. Nyamir Dew, the Butler recruit for Sioux City East, has 2 fouls, and Dowling's Caitlin Clark, the University of Iowa recruit, with 2. And Dew with the first free throw is good. She now has 10 points.
Mark, Dew has gotten a lot more aggressive here early in the second half. She's really starting to try to assert herself, and it's paying off.
Second free throw by Dew is good. She now has 11 points. 43-39, Dowling by 4. 4:20 remaining, third quarter here at the Dowling Gym. Underneath, a nice pass to Gipple and a layup good. Gaber with the assist there. Emma Gipple with her 6th point. 45-39, Dowling by 6.
Gipple with the baseline screen for Caitlin Clark, and both defenders went with her, which left her wide open there for a little 5-footer.
Black Raiders bounce it inside to Dew. Left-handed shot good right around Caitlin Clark. Nyamir Dew with her 13th point as she posts up on Caitlin underneath. Now Gaber, in the corner. 3-pointer no good, and a tie-up and a jump ball as McVeigh was tied up by Kayla Benson. It'll be Dowling possession.
Yeah, looks like it'll be the Maroons.
45-41, Dowling by 4. Maroons will inbound the ball. Naitong, Caitlin Clark, Emma Gipple, Ella McVeigh, and Grace Gaber, the 5 on the floor for Dowling. Clark for 3, top of the key, it's no good, and a rebound Dew and Sioux City East. Nyamir dribbles down the right side and waits for her teammates with 3.5 minutes remaining. Underneath Dew, a backdoor cut by Callahan. Her shot's no good. Dew with the rebound. Her putback no good. And a follow-up shot up and good, and no answer right now for Dew. Nyamir with 10 points, or 10 of her 15 points here in the third quarter, Steve Devaney. Dowling with the ball underneath Gipple. Her shot off the glass is short. The rebound fought forward, and Gipple comes away with it. And we've got a jump ball called as Nyamir Dew reached in and tied up Emma Gipple on the floor. It'll be Sioux City East possession. I like how Sioux City East came out of that locker room, and they weren't going to be had. They're on the road. They're against the Dowling team that's probably played more. Top 15 teams throughout the year on their schedule, and yet the Black Raiders are battling here, and they're down 2, and they have the basketball, a chance to take the lead here in the second half.
Yeah, they're competing like no other here, and they're getting those 50-50 balls. Naitong was playing behind Dew.
Now we got a whistle and a foul, and we're going to get a foul on Taylor Drent. She was working off the ball with Gaber, and Drent picks up the foul, the coach's daughter with her second.
Illegal screen.
Second team foul on Sioux City East here in the second half. Dowling with 3 team fouls. Both teams have 4 timeouts remaining each. 2 minutes, 44 seconds remaining, third quarter. Dowling by 2, 45-43. Very hotly contested game. Not a bad crowd from Sioux City East that came down to West Des Moines to watch the game. Dowling's side, three quarters full. Now here's Clark in the baseline. Over to Gaber for 3. It's up and good, and they're going to get Dowling for 3 seconds. And they're going to get Bowles for the 3 as she was camped out, as I think she thought Clark was going to shoot it. Instead, she passed it. So turnover against Dowling.
Grace Gaber, by the way, nailed a 3-pointer. The shot left her hand about a millisecond after he called 3 seconds. That's a big swing.
Sioux City East with the basketball. With it is Kaya Downs. Downs to McCloy, who had a tremendous first half. Back to Benson. Kayla Benson off the bench now for Sioux City East. Now dribbling with it is Downs in the lane. Kicks it back out for 3. It's no good by Kayla Benson. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Dowling basketball.
Dew earlier, the superstar who headed to Butler, had tugged on her jersey and asked Coach to take her out for a slight break.
Yep, she got a little bit of water, and she's back in as she replaces Kaya Downs.
You know, she's 6'1", but she's also quicker than the Dowling post players. And she's all of a sudden become a handful here in the second half.
Dowling in the front court. It's Clark, Gaber, Julia Moore in there, along with Meg Simplot and Lexi Bowles, the 5 on the floor for Dowling. Here's Gaber, left wing, won't shoot the 3. East in kind of a matchup zone, if you will. Maybe a 2-3. Here's Clark with it. Minute 40 remaining here in the third quarter. Dowling by 2. Here's Gaber. Pass by Clark over through Gaber, who was cutting in the lane, and a timeout, I believe, by Dowling will be called. And they will. That gets the Sioux City East fans on their feet, and they should be. With a minute 34 remaining in the third quarter, this is a full timeout. We'll take one ourselves. 45-43. Dowling leading Sioux City East here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
The home and away voice of Dowling Catholic sports and activities, Iowa Catholic Radio. KWKY Des Moines, K233BT Des Moines, KIHS Adel.
This is Gloria Purvis, host of Morning Glory. Gosh, I wish they had Catholic radio when I was growing up. It would have been a source for me to learn more about the faith. When you pledge your support, you make it possible for this station to carry programs like Morning Glory every morning. No matter the amount, your gift works to make a difference for you, for others, and for the future of Catholic radio. Prayerfully consider making a gift right now.
You can give securely online at iowacatholicradio.com, the Iowa Catholic Radio app, or call 515-223-1150.
Do you have a story? Well, God wants to hear it. Maybe you can't donate money or volunteer your time, but that doesn't mean that you can't evangelize for the Lord. Iowa Catholic Radio is on a mission of evangelization, and you can help by sharing your testimony with us. Just call 515-223-1150 and tell us how Iowa Catholic Radio has impacted your life. Or you can also email your testimony to contact@kwky.com.
And we're back here at the Dowling Gym out of the Dowling timeout. Sioux City East with the basketball, and they throw it away. The Maroons in transition. Clark shot up and no good. And ball is loose on the floor, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Sioux City East, and it'll be Dowling basketball. With a minute 7 remaining, what a flurry there. The Black Raiders had the ball, Steve, and they turn it over on their offensive end. Dowling comes down court. Clark missed the shot, and the ball is basically slapped around all the way back in the back court. And they award it to Dowling. What a flurry there.
Coach Drent was hoping for a foul on the Maroons, but no call, and so the Maroons will get it back.
Here is Moore with it. Turned around, was wide open, and she saw it do and decided not to shoot it. Moore on the baseline. Her and Gaber play catch. A shot up, no good. Missed everything. Clark with the rebound. Her shot up and short. And the rebound cleared out of there by Sioux City East. Kayla Benson with the big rebound. The final 40 seconds of the third quarter. 45-43, Dowling by 2. McCloy with it in the front court. Sioux City East to get underneath to do. And her shot up and good. The basket will count and a foul on Dowling. Dowling coaches thought she got an extra step, and the officials are going to count the basketball. Count the basket, and the foul will be on Julia Moore, her second. And Dew has had quite the third quarter. That is her 17th point, and she has 12 of her 17 points in the third quarter after being held to 5 at halftime, and she'll have an and one here, Steve.
She's turned it on, hasn't she? She's showing why that she's going to be a basketball player in the Big East.
Absolutely.
Come next fall.
45 all, and the free throw is good by Dew.
Besides the 2-0 early lead that Sioux City East got off to, I think this is the first time they've led since.
18 points for Dew. It's 46-45. Sioux City East by 1. Dowling holding for the final shot. Possession arrow favors Dowling. Maroons have 3 timeouts remaining after they called that last one. 4 remain for Sioux City East. Here's Gaber with it to Clark. Clark triple team. Somebody's got to be open. Caitlin looking, gets in the corner. A three-pointer at the horn is no good by Meg Simplot. And we have come to the end of the third quarter with the score. Sioux City East 46, Dowling Catholic 45. Back with the fourth quarter in 1 minute on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Dowling Catholic Sports 365 is provided in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic with 2 licensed optometrists, Barbara Sheets, a Dowling Catholic graduate, and Dr. Todd Pedig. The Ashworth Vision Clinic team provides complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and pre- and post-operative care. Ashworth Vision Clinic is located at Ashworth and 60th Street in West Des Moines, 515-440-4610. Online at ashworthvision.com.
The Catholic Tuition Organization provides the best tax savings over any other charitable giving in the state. 65% of your contribution directly reduces your Iowa income tax liability. Plus, there are still federal deductibility options to further save on taxes. Find details online, ctoiowa.org. All this for the kids and their future.
And welcome back to the Dowling Gym here in West Des Moines. 46-45. We start the fourth quarter. Sioux City East leads Dowling. They outscored the Maroons 16-4 in that third quarter. And, Steve, it was a 7-0 run that sparked the Sioux City East comeback here in that third quarter.
Well, if you're going to go down to the well and play in the state tournament, you're going to have to earn it, Mark. And so here we go.
All right, Dowling with the ball to start. Here's Gabriel with it. Grace in the corner. Pass goes to McVeigh. Back to Gabriel, right wing. Lob pass to Nai Tong. A power dribble. Her shot off the glass. Up and good. Nai Tong gives Dowling the lead back. 47-46 Maroons. And Nai with a nice power dribble there to get the shot set up.
Big time play. She had to shoot it over Dew, which is not easy to do. Dew's a great jumper as well.
Now they get the ball inside to Dew, does Sioux City East in the right block, and a whistle and a foul on the floor on Nai Tong. That'll be her third. Sioux City East was 8 of 11 now at the free throw line through three quarters. They were 3 of 4 in that third quarter. Dowling was 2 for 2 in the third quarter. They're now 5 for 5 at the free throw line. That's team foul number 5 on Dowling. And now a shot underneath, blocked by McVeigh. Ball goes out of bounds. They say it went off a Dew. And now the Dowling fans coming to life.
Really good inbounds play by Sioux City East.
It was.
Ella McVeigh fell asleep thinking that the girl she was guarding was just on the offside, and she jetted to the basket for a layup and was able to deflect the ball a little bit.
All right, the Maroons have it. Gipple nearly lost it, almost thrown away by McCloy. Now down court is McVeigh, and she loses out of bounds. She dribbled out of bounds and had nowhere to throw it.
Yeah,
so
looked like
turnover,
maybe she got bumped. But,
turnover against Dowling. Sometimes you try to get bailed out, go dribble baseline, nowhere to go, and you're looking for a teammate, and she didn't even have an angle. Good defense that time by the Black Raiders. They have it, trailing by 1. McCloy with it as they spread their offense. 4 out and 1 in. Right now, Dew lined up in the left, now over to the right block. Here's Drent with it on the baseline. Gets it out to Barnes. Out top it goes to McCloy. Head coach Brian Drent said, hey, we'll just run our motion offense. Here's McCloy dribbling around Clark, out to Dew, top of the key. Dribbles against Nai Tong, now stops, cut off, and gets it back out to McCloy. Over to Drent. Good patience by the Sioux City East offense here. They're not in any hurry. 6:20 remaining in the fourth quarter. Now here's McCloy down the left side. She travels with the basketball. That gets a fired up Dowling crowd back in it. We'll see if the Maroons can take advantage on their offensive end. Every possession counts. Never heard that before, Steve DeVinny.
I'm going to tell you something right now. This crowd is into this game. That was deafening at the turnover.
47-46 Dowling. The Maroons, Sioux City East in a 2-3 zone. They've been in it most of the game. Dribble handoff. No, Clark will keep it in the lane. Crossover dribble or shot up. They're going to wave it off. No good. A foul before the shot. Out of bounds Dowling, and a foul on Sioux City East.
Looks like number 15 there.
That'll be Olivia Barnes, her first. As checking back into Sioux City East, Kayla Benson and Megan Callahan. Checking out will be Olivia Barnes, who committed the foul, and Kennedy McCloy. And McCloy is kind of that glue in that backcourt for Sioux City East. You don't want to see her on the bench too long. Gipple inbounds to Clark, who's guarded by Megan Callahan. Caitlin with it. Now she double-teamed, nearly lost it, but keeps the dribble.
Yeah.
Here's Caitlin in the lane. Dribble drives. Shot off the glass. Over Dew. It's good. Caitlin Clark with her 31st point.
Mark, that's her first field goal of the second half.
That is correct.
They've done a great job double and triple teaming her.
49-46. Dowling by 3. 5:30 remaining fourth quarter. Here's Dew for 3. Top of the key. Good. 21 points for Dew and a timeout called. This will be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here with 5.5 minutes remaining. 49 all, Dowling and Sioux City East. Mark Amadale, Steve DeVetti, want to thank our supporters tonight. They include Two Rivers Glass and Door, the Catholic Tuition Organization. Our thanks also to R&R Realty Group and Mercy One. Steve DeVetti, we've got one heck of a ball game. Tied at 49, 5.5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. A state tournament berth at stake, and we've got a loud and exciting gym. Sioux City East fans have brought all their noise, and so has Dowling.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Coach Drent said to his superstar at halftime, but she came alive, and she's been a monster. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13, 16 points here in the second half. Is that right? And she's got 21 on the game. Yep, 16 in the second half.
That's correct. She had 5 at halftime.
She's playing so well.
Well, Steve, you said it before. We've talked about it. The hardest game to get to is the regional final.
Yep.
And for tonight, Dowling's finding that. Here's McVeigh for 3. It's no good. Offensive rebound in and out of the hands of Naiton, but Simplot saves it to Gipple. To Clark, and a reach-in foul now called on Sioux City East. That'll be on Benson. That'll be her second. Sioux City East fans didn't like it, but the correct call that time by Scott Giles.
Yep.
14 foul on Sioux City East, 5 on Dowling here with 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
We need, there's Clark for a 3.
Clark for 3 off the back iron, no good. Fight for the rebound, slapped around and picked up by Callahan. Megan Callahan off the bench with it as the ball poked out of bounds. It'll be Sioux City East basketball in their front court.
Mark, for the Maroons to come out victorious, we're going to have some of those kids besides Caitlin be able to knock down those threes, because they're getting open looks because of how much attention Sioux City East is paying to.
Well, Simplot's in for Gaber right now. Otherwise, the starting 5, or 4 of the starting 5 are playing right now for Dowling. Now here's Dew with it between the circles, guarded by Nai Tong. Ball string being set up by Tucker. Now a whistle and a foul called.
My goodness.
On Dowling, it'll be on Nai Tong, and that'll be her 4th. That'll get Gaber off the bench. As Coach Marr going with a smaller lineup. Gaber will replace Nai Tong, Steve.
Game reset now. That's the 6th team foul on the Maroons. So next time they foul, Sioux City East will have the bonus.
14 fouls on Sioux City East, 6 on Dowling, 4:40 remaining. Fourth quarter, we're tied at 49. We've been sitting on that score for about a minute and 20 seconds. Here's Callahan underneath the Dew. Ball poked out of bounds. They say it went off of Gaber, who was double-teamed with Simplot on Dew.
Yeah, early in the game, they were fronting Dew with Caitlin Clark and had Nai Tong behind her. And now that Nai has 4, it's a challenge to prevent that ball from being lobbed into her.
Black Raiders inbounds the ball. Step back 3, up and good. What a shot that was by Caitlin Tucker. That's her second 3 of the night, actually her third 3 of the night, and she's got 11 points. And a whistle and a foul called on Sioux City East.
That's number 22, Drent.
That's her third.
Yeah.
Team foul number 5 on Sioux City East. Out of bounds, Dowling. They inbound underneath their own basket. Clark throws it in. Skip pass over to Gaber. In the corner on the left side. Won't shoot the 3. They move it out. Here's Clark. Free throw line. Right side to McVeigh. She'll launch the 3. It's no good. Rebound out to Kayla Benson.
Yeah. Sioux City East is choosing to allow some of our girls that don't score quite as much on the year, wide open looks, and so far we haven't been able to hit them.
Yeah, McVeigh's had tough luck tonight. She has yet to score. Now underneath Dew, her shot up and no good, and draws the foul.
Might have been on Gip.
And I believe it will be. It'll be a shooting foul.
Yeah.
And Gipple with her first foul. Team foul number 7. This is a shooting foul, and Dew slow getting up after hitting the floor after the shot was missed. She'll regain her composure and go to the free throw line. What a talent she is. Nyamir Dew, the Butler University signee, will play there next year.
Yeah, it's a tough matchup for the Maroon post players because she is so quick for her height. She's caused headaches in the second half, big time.
She transferred from Worthington, Minnesota after her sophomore year at Worthington. Transferred to Sioux City, attended East. First free throw, no good.
That's a big miss, and keeping the Maroons close.
Dew with 21 points to lead Sioux City East. Dowling's Caitlin Clark has 31 points, and she's just been sitting on that. She's been held to 4 points here in the fourth quarter, the second half. Second free throw, no good.
Those are big misses for a 70% free throw shooter.
52-49. Sioux City East by 3. Dowling with the ball. Underneath, Lexi Bowles, a power dribble. Her shot up, no good. And a foul on Dew.
Nice power dribble right there. Big time.
Good pass from Clark from the right side into Bowles on the left block. And Lexi, a power dribble and got Dew in the air and a foul called, and Bowles to the line. She has 3 points tonight. And we have a timeout called by Sioux City East. We'll take a 1-minute break. 3:39 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Sioux City East 52, Dowling 49. Girls Regional Final. Back in 1 minute on Iowa Catholic Radio.
The home and away voice of Dowling Catholic sports and activities, Iowa Catholic Radio. KWKY Des Moines, K233BT Des Moines, KIHS Adel.
Thank you, construction professionals, for underwriting our show, Man Up. Heard Mondays at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Construction professionals have been long supporters of Iowa Catholic Radio, and we've seen their work. It's beautiful.
They do remodeling or new construction that is innovative, functional, and designing what you want. It's a family business built on a strong foundation to create a new or remodeled home that is uniquely yours.
CPCustomHomes.com. From our family to yours, God bless. Thank you, construction professionals.
Thank you, Dental Associates, for underwriting Dowling Catholic Sports 365. With over 40 years' experience, Dental Associates is a group dental practice with the mission of promoting optimum health and well-being to all patients, providing preventative, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry for the entire family. Message underwritten by Dr. Kenton Gleichman, Dr. Steve Karbaka, Dr. Christine Mulcahy, and Dr. Ben Nagel. Dental Associates, addressing your smile, needs, and dreams. Online at DesMoines-DentalAssociates.com.
And we're back here at the Dowling Gym alongside Steve DeVinny, Mark Amadale. 3:39 remaining fourth quarter. Free throws coming for Lexi Bowles, and her first free throw is no good. 52-49. Sioux City East leads third-ranked Dowling here in this Class 5A regional final. The winner moves on to the Girls State Tournament next week. Second free throw by Bowles. Too strong, no good. Clark with the rebound. Her putback up and no good. Draws the foul. Fouls on Callahan.
Boy, big offensive board by Caitlin.
So Megan Callahan, the 5'6" sophomore, commits her first foul. It's a 17 foul on Sioux City East. So both teams with 17 fouls. So both will be in the bonus. But this will be a two-shot foul for Clark. And Caitlin gets the first free throw. 4 for 4 tonight. The free throw line is Caitlin Clark. She has 32 points. 52-50. Sioux City East by 2. Second free throw on the way. Good. Clark with 33 points. And it's 52-51. Sioux City East by 1. 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Timeouts remaining. Dowling has 3. Sioux City East with 2. Here's Tucker with it. Gets it on the right side. This is Drent with it in the lane to Dew. Her shot off the glass. Good right around Lexi Bowles. Nyamir Dew with 23 points. Leads Sioux City East. Corner three by Gaber is good! To me and Sons Grace by Grace Gaber, the first one of the second half, and that was a big one for Dowling there, Steve.
That was a big one.
Tied at 54, 3 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. That was huge. Now down court, shot blocked by Bowles. That was a shot by Drent, but East gets the rebound. Kept alive by Megan Callahan. Black Raiders with it as they pass it over to Benson, who dribbles right around Caitlin Tucker. Now Tucker, guarded by Simplot, picks up her dribble. They're fronting Nai Tong, or rather, they're fronting Dew in the lane. Nai Tong not in, and now a three-pointer is good by Sioux City East. How about that by Taylor Drent, the coach's daughter, with her 9th point. And it's 57-54. Clark for 3, good. And we're tied. And folks, we've got a showdown. Tied at 57, 2 minutes remaining. Steve DeVinny, get your seatbelt on. Holy moly.
What a ball game.
Clark comes down, hits a 3 from the top of the key. That's a Tamia and Sons three-pointer. Tied at 57. Sioux City East with the basketball. They work the left side. Dowling stays man-to-man. They've been in it the whole game. Now reverse dribble in the lane. Benson, she's cut off. Gets in the corner for Drent again. Banks it off the glass, no good. Rebound Clark, who stepped right in front of Dew.
Good box out there by Caitlin, and here come the Maroons with 1:35 to go.
Gaber underneath the Bulls. Her shot up, and it's short. Rebound due. Lexi had inside position on the left block. Couldn't get it to fall. 1:25 remaining. Tied at 57.
They just keep running the play with 4 around 1, trying to find somehow to sneak it into Dew there in the post.
Clark is fronting Dew. They lob it inside to Dew. And now a whistle and a reach-in foul called on McVeigh, and she thought she got all ball.
Or was it Caitlin?
No, it's on McVeigh. She reached in.
I think so.
And we'll see. So
Yep.
Ella picks up her third foul. And substitution now. Nai Tong will come in and replace Lexi Bowles. 57 all, and free throws coming for Nyamir Dew, who has 23 points tonight. And this will be a 1-and-1. That is the 18th foul on Dowling.
Let's see here. Sioux City East with 2 timeouts remaining. Maroons have 3.
Dew eyes the basket, and her first free throw is good. There's the Black Raiders, the lead once again. 58-57. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Kemen, Dental Associates, and Construction Professionals. Second free throw is good. 25 points for Nyamir Dew. 59-57. Here's Clark for 3. It's no good. Rebound McVeigh, and she dribbles out of a crowd. Keeps the possession alive.
1 minute to go, Mark.
Here's Gipple with it. Hands it off to Clark. Caitlin down the lane, has it stolen away. Stolen away by Kennedy McCloy.
Maroons will have to foul.
And they will. Gabriel will commit the foul as McCloy crossed the timeline. 50 seconds remaining, and it's 59-57. Sioux City East by 2, and free throws coming for Kennedy McCloy, who's 2 for 2 on the evening.
This will be the last 1-and-1. After this, it'll go to the double bonus, Mark.
That's correct. 19 foul on Dowling, 7 on Sioux City East. McCloy's first free throw is good. She has 7 points, 60-57. If you joined us late, Dowling led by 11 at halftime. That was wiped out in the third quarter with Sioux City East outscoring Dowling 16-4. Second free throw good. McCloy with 8 points, 61-57. Clark underneath to Nai Tong, layup good. Timeout Dowling. Nai Tong with her 8th point, and a beautiful pass from Caitlin Clark, and it's 61-59. And we've got a 30-second timeout called by Dowling. We'll keep it here. Sioux City East by 2 with 44 seconds remaining in someone's season, Steve DeVinny.
Mark, the nice thing about that play was that it happened so quickly. Caitlin went coast to coast, drew the defense, and then found Nye under the basket for a wide open look. Quick timeout for the Maroons. Each team has 2 timeouts. The bad thing for the Maroons is that on the next foul, Sioux City East will have the double bonus, and so you got to be careful about who you foul. And maybe, I'm guessing, maybe they'll try to see if they can get a steal for the first 5-6 seconds here of the possession.
Well, you'd like to see them try to press and see if they can get a 10-second count in the backcourt or a steal.
Yep.
Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Mercy One, Two Rivers Glass and Door, the Catholic Tuition Organization, and R&R Realty Group, alongside Steve DeVinny, Mark Amadale. 44 seconds remaining. 61-59. Sioux City East leads third-ranked Dowling here in West Des Moines on the Dowling court. Sioux City East now will inbound the ball. They can run the baseline after a Dowling made basket by Nai Tong. Dew throws it in, gets it to McCloy, and a backcourt foul on Dowling.
I don't even know if the Maroons were trying to foul. Gee whiz.
They're going to call
That's
it on.
a quick whistle.
I think they're going to call it on
double
Julia
bonus.
Moore. That'll be her third. This will be a 2-shot foul now the rest of the way as Sioux City East in the double bonus. Free throws coming for McCloy.
She's perfect on the night, as you mentioned, 4 for 4.
Yep, she has 8 points. Nyamir Dew leads Sioux City East in scoring with 25. McCloy's first free throw is good.
Give Sioux City East credit to this point, Mark. They continue to make every free throw. And in a pressure-packed environment on the road, you got to give them credit.
They're a 72% free throw shooting team. Caitlin Tucker with 11 points for Sioux City East. Also, 9 points for Taylor Drent as we look at their scoring. Now the second free throw by McCloy. And it's good. She's 6 for 6 tonight at the free throw line. Has 10 points. 40 seconds remaining. Here's Clark in the front court, 63-59. Sioux City East by 4. Clark shot off the glass, good. Caitlin Clark with 38. Now Dowling pressure in the back court. And now they get across the timeline, does Dew. The Maroons got a foul. And they don't really have a choice. Dew had the ball, and they foul her. That'll be on Caitlin Clark.
Number 11, Caitlin
and her
Clark.
Her third.
26.4 seconds. 2 shots for Dew. We need a miss or two.
63-61. Sioux City East by 2. And the first free throw is good. They keep answering.
They sure do. Man.
What are they here? 5. They're 7 of 9. Make it 8 of 10 at the line right now in the fourth quarter is Sioux City East. As the free throw is good by Dew. Here is Clark with it. Dribble drives. A shot off the glass good. And a timeout Dowling with 20 seconds remaining. 65-63 Sioux City East.
Yeah, at this point, the Sioux City East girls are hesitant to foul Caitlin, so she's been able to get to the rim the last 2 possessions.
We'll take a 1-minute break and return. Sioux City East 65, Dowling 63 with 19 seconds remaining. Back in 1 minute here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio's broadcast of Dowling Catholic sports and activities is provided by Kemin, a global ingredient manufacturer using science to transform the quality of life for 80% of the world. Kemin is on the leading edge of molecular science, manufacturing more than 500 specialty ingredients for the human and animal health and nutrition, pet food, aquaculture, nutraceutical, food technologies, crop technologies, and textile industries. Kemin strives to sustainably transform the quality of life every day for 80% of the world with their products and services. Kemin, using science to transform the world. Online at Kemin.com.
Thank you to Mercy One for their support of Iowa Catholic Radio. From the cardiovascular experts at the Iowa Heart Center to the pediatric services of Mercy Children's Hospital and Clinics, Mercy provides complete care for Central Iowa's adults and children with more than 50 primary care and specialty clinics in the Des Moines area. Find a convenient Mercy One location near you. Online at mercydesmoines.org.
And we're back here at the Dowling Gym, 65-63, Sioux City East with a 2-point lead. They break the Dowling press. A foul at half court on Caitlin Clark. That'll be her 4th foul, but the Maroons trail by 2 with 11 seconds remaining, and free throws coming once again for Sioux City East. They're in a double bonus. This is Caitlin Tucker, a 75% free throw shooter. She'll have 2. First one up and good. That's her first free throw of the night. She's got 12 points.
Deficit goes back to 3, Mark. 11 seconds to go.
66-63, Sioux City East by 3 over Dowling. Second free throw on the way, good. 13 points for Tucker. Dowling with the ball. Here's Clark, 10 seconds remaining. In the corner, Caitlin puts a running jumper up, no good. Fight for the rebound, and Clark comes away with it. Turnaround shot at the horn, no good. And that'll do it. Sioux City East has upset Dowling 67-63. And that might be the surprise in Class 5A. The Maroons go down in the regional final. Congratulations to head coach Brian Drent and the Black Raiders. They'll go to the state tournament for only the 5th time and the first time in 19 years as the Black Raiders defeat Dowling Catholic by the score of 67-63. A tough home loss for the Maroons, Steve, and it couldn't come at a worse time as the Black Raiders played lights out tonight, and that's going to be the shock in 5A right now.
Yeah, it's a tough one. And very, very, very tough for the Maroons. You came in as the favorite, had an 11-point lead at halftime, and I don't think the Maroons necessarily played that poorly in the second half, but Sioux City East just was unbelievable and hit every shot and every free throw down the stretch. And it's a really, really sad night for the Maroons. But talk about euphoria for Sioux City East. Coach Drent, in 3 years, has completely turned the program around. Unbelievable.
Well, congratulations to Sioux City East. They entered the state tournament with a record of 16-7. Coach Drent has done it. He turned it around. He went 3-18 back in 2017-2018. 14-9 last year, and right now they're 16-7. They're headed to state for the first time since 2001. This will be their 5th state tournament appearance. And, Steve, they've gotten beat their previous 4 times in the first round. And if they play like they played here tonight on the road against Dowling, they have an opportunity. They're going to probably be the number 8 seed, unless, depending on how the others transpire. But they will play at 10 o'clock on Monday, March 2nd, down at Wells Fargo against the number 1 seed, if everything else holds true in the other regionals. But that'll wrap up an outstanding career for Caitlin Clark and 5 other seniors for Dowling, as the Maroons go down tonight by the score of 67-63 to Sioux City East. And, yeah, shocking. Caitlin finishes with 40 points, but not enough. And we'll take a break as Sioux City East now getting pictures with their qualifying banner and their team, and they are in shock. They can't believe it themselves. And, hey, those young ladies did it here at the Dowling Gym. We'll take a 1-minute break and come back with our postgame show. Again, the final. Sioux City East, unranked, upset number 3 Dowling Catholic, 67-63 here at Dowling Catholic High School in West Des Moines. Congratulations to head coach Brian Drent and the Sioux City East Black Raiders. We'll take a break and come back, and we'll recap scoring. Along with Steve DeVinny, I'm Mark Emmerdale. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We'll be back with our postgame show in 1 minute on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Dowling Catholic Sports is provided by Two Rivers Glass and Door, creating commercial glass and aluminum storefronts. Also serving your home needs by creating custom frameless shower doors, mirrors, glass tabletops, and specialty glass. Two Rivers Glass and Door. Design, fabrication, and installation. 515-222-4860. Online at tworiversglass.com. Two Rivers Glass and Door. Serving imaginations since 1992.
Thank you to Toomey & Sons for your support of Dowling Catholic High School basketball. Toomey & Sons is an Italian family restaurant with old country authentic Italian food. Enjoy the local atmosphere where you may even spot a priest, politician, or even Willie Farrell. Take advantage of Toomey & Sons bocce ball court with the kids while enjoying Toomey's homemade bread, pasta, and real Italian homemade desserts. Toomey & Sons is located on Southeast 1st Street, just south of downtown Des Moines and around the corner from Graziano Brothers. 515-282-7976, ToomeyandSons.net. And we're back here at the Dowling Gym, and an upset happened here tonight in Class 5A. Sioux City East defeats Dowling Catholic by the score of 67-63. So Sioux City East in Class 5A girls basketball heads to the state tournament, first time in 19 years, only their 5th appearance as they upset the 3rd-ranked Maroons. And that's not it's not a good feeling in the locker room of Dowling. They had high expectations this year. They got knocked out last year in the semifinals.
Down at the well.
At Wells Fargo Arena, and had an opportunity, and they played the tougher schedule. They wanted to go to Minnesota, go to Chicago, play at Iowa City High, and tonight it was Sioux City East coming down to Des Moines in a 3-hour bus trip in a yellow school bus. They come in and they knock off the Maroons. And you got to hand it to them, Steve. They played well. They weathered every Dowling storm they had. The Maroons had a 13-point lead at one point in the first half. And Sioux City East trailed by 11 at halftime, but a 7-0 start kind of started things to turn for Sioux City East in that third quarter.
Yeah, they came out tough. They came out determined. They were just a little bit quicker to the ball. They shot it well. And they kind of caught the Maroon girls back on their heels in that third quarter. As you said earlier, the Maroons only scored 4 points and in that third quarter. And the difference tonight, Mark, it's just heartbreak hotel for the Maroon girls. Sad night. But the difference was Sioux City East had 7 girls score, I think. And I think the Maroons in the second half only had 3 kids score. And they just didn't get the balance. Double and triple teaming Caitlin, and we just couldn't. We just didn't have an answer. Nobody else was making baskets, and credit Sioux City East for their strategy of double and triple teaming Caitlin, and they just had better balance, and all their players. What were they at the free throw line? They make their final 8 of the game.
Sioux City East went 10 of 12 in the fourth
They
quarter.
made their final 10 because
Dew missed the first two after she got shaken up.
Yeah. And they made 10 in a row to seal the victory. So as much as it hurts for the Maroons, you got to give credit to Sioux City East. And as I say, when you're growing up watching ABC Sports, the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat, and we're seeing both sides of that right here tonight.
All right, let's take a look at our scoring tonight. First of all, for the visitors from Sioux City East, they had 3 players in double figures, and they were led by the young lady who's going on to Butler University to play at in the Big East Conference, and that was Nyamir Dew, the 6'1 senior, paced Sioux City East with 27 points. She was followed by Caitlin Tucker, the 5'4 senior, with 13 points. She knocked down 3 3-pointers tonight for her for 13 points. She had 3 of those field goals were 3-pointers, and then 10 points for Kennedy McCloy, 9 points for Taylor Drent, the coach's daughter, 3 points each for Kaya Downs and for Kayla Benson, and 2 points for Megan Callahan off the bench for Sioux City East. The Black Raiders, they went 10 of 12 in the fourth quarter at the free throw line. They went 18 of 23 for the game at the free throw line. For Dowling Catholic, the Maroons close out their season with a record of 19-4 and a number 3 ranking. They were led by Caitlin Clark's 40 points, followed by Nai Tong with 8, 6 points each for Emma Gipple and Grace Gaber, 3 points for Lexi Bowles off the bench. Ella McVeigh, another Dowling starter, did not score. Meg Simplot off the bench did not score, and neither did Julia Moore. So the Maroons, as you mentioned, Steve, basically had 5 players score tonight. Clark with 40, with Gipple and Gaber 6 points each. Nai Tong with 8, and then Bowles off the bench with 3. Dowling was 7 of 9 at the free throw line. As Sioux City East and Dowling, we'll go to the quarter scores here. Dowling led 19-16 at the end of the first quarter. The Maroons outscored Sioux City East 22-14 in the second quarter. Dowling led by 11 at halftime, 41-30, but it was Sioux City East opened up the second half with a 7-0 run. Maroons called the timeout, and Sioux City East finished with a 16-4 third quarter to lead Dowling 46-45 going into the fourth quarter, and the Black Raiders outscored Dowling 21-18 to win it 67-63 over Dowling. Again, Sioux City East advanced to the state tournament. They more than likely will be the AC4, and we're going to be joined here on our postgame show by assistant coach Joel Danner. We'll give him a chance to get a breath here and get his thoughts. But congratulations to the Black Raiders of Sioux City East. And Coach Danner, thanks for joining us. I know that's got to be a very sad Dowling locker room. Who would have thought this would happen on the final night of here in a regional final, Coach?
Yeah, not the second half we expected, I guess, and the outcome we were hoping for. But as you were just saying, Sioux City East played one heck of a second half and really kind of took control of the game defensively and kind of limited what we were doing offensively. So give them credit.
Well, and you should. You had the lead at halftime. You had an 11-point lead, and they came out in the second half. They got it inside to their top player, Nyamir Dew, and she started out with I think 10 or 15 points from that third quarter. I know you called timeout a few times, but they started out with a 7-0 run, and all of a sudden the lead's down to single digits.
Yeah, and we talked about that. We knew just watching the last couple of games that when they needed the bucket, they were going to run that set play and isolator in the post, and they did. We've worked on that, but it's hard to simulate, the girl catching there. But you know what? We fought back. We gave ourselves an opportunity there at the end of the game. We gave up a couple of threes that, again, we just got caught standing and watching. But, Sioux City East was a good ball club. And the more I watched them on tape, and, the guards could shoot, nice post player. They handled the ball, kept their composure. So credit to them.
Coach, devastating loss for the kids. You never want to see this happen, especially before you get down to the well. Appreciate you coming on in tough circumstances. We always try to take this time of the year. We was hoping it wouldn't be tonight, but what can you say about your 6 seniors and tell the listeners what they've meant to this program?
6 seniors have meant everything to our program the last 4 years. That's when my coach and I came in, basically started the varsity program, Coach Babinet, and so we've been with these girls a long time, put a lot of time with them, and they've dedicated themselves to the Dowling Catholic program, and that's one thing we talk about. It's not them individually, it's the program. And they've done a nice job of carrying on everything tradition-wise, reputation-wise that Dowling Catholic, the girls basketball program, needs to be now and in the future. And they've been great examples for our younger girls. And, you can't fault the effort of any of them throughout the year. I mean, tonight it's just, it's one of those games where, things just didn't go our way. But our seniors they've been our leaders. I mean, obviously we can start with Caitlin, but you work down the line there. and every one of them has dedicated themselves to and bought into what Coach Marr had to sell them the last 4 years.
For the listener's sake, Mark, Brianna Rodriguez, in addition to Caitlin, Meg Simplot, Grace Gaber, Erin Kleppe, and Nai Tong gave us everything that they had. It's been a pleasure to call their games the last 4 years. Just a sad night for the Maroons.
Well, like Coach Danner said, Steve, you look back, this is Coach Myers kind of grew up with this class because their freshman year was her first year here at Dowling.
Yep.
And this is her fourth year. And I know, Joel, that you've been part of the program. You know what it takes, ins and outs. These kids are multiple sport athletes, and tonight, first of all, you got to give credit to the opponent, Sioux City East, and what they brought to it. You played a tougher schedule, no question about that, but they played the one game that matters, and that's what these post games are all about. And this is one of those life lessons you learned, and that's why you play sports. You know, you like to be on the winning edge most of the time, but tonight this is a tough one because the season's over, the career of Caitlin Clark is over, and what a tremendous career we've seen. 2,500 points, set the rebounding record and the scoring record here at Dowling, Olympian. And she led this group, but tonight it was Sioux City East coming down and kind of spoiling everything.
They really did, and it's always hard when the opposing team celebrates on your home court. But you know what? We like you said, we'll learn, we'll move on. Our girls are better people than they are basketball players, and they're going to be successful in moving on this spring to the next sport or whatever they continue to do here throughout school and graduate with those 6 seniors. But you know what? The legacy that they left, it's going to carry on. And our younger girls, right now they're disappointed, they're upset, they're all those feelings that you have when you lose. But they'll overcome those and they'll come back stronger next year in this off season, and our program will be fine.
They certainly will. And Steve DeVinny, usually we have Coach Danner on at the state tournament because they take all the A coaches and the A players and they bring them in the locker room. The media just ask some questions. We get the B coaches and that, Babinette and Coach Danner, and we were really hoping this would be at Wells Fargo for 3 nights there, but apparently not going to happen, Coach.
Well, I told you I was saving my interview until we got to the state tournament, so I guess we'll do it a little prematurely here. But again, thank you guys. I mean, you guys have supported us all year. Been to a ton of ball games this year, and just getting word out to the public so people that aren't able to make it can listen to great girls basketball throughout the state of Iowa. So we appreciate that.
This was a championship atmosphere, and we've talked about this before, but in high school and college sports, it's not a 7-game series, and anything can happen,
32 minutes. It's what, better team for 32 minutes. And you know what, tonight they were the better team for the last 16 minutes when it counted, and we answered the bell a little, but just not quite enough. But again, you got to give them credit. I'm going to keep saying that they really did a nice job of keeping composure in the second half. Sioux City East, and didn't really panic up or down 11. They came out. I think went on a 7-0 run, like you had said, maybe, and
start the second half.
And it's put us in a position where we got a little defensive. Our girls weren't as aggressive tonight offensively as we have been in the past. I mean, outside of Caitlin looking to score, we just had some other girls that were really hesitant for tonight for whatever reason. And but again, we'll learn. We'll move on.
Well, Coach, I know you look forward to as the season ends. You look forward to next year. You've got 4 juniors, 2 sophomores, and 3 freshmen that were on this varsity team. So there's some experience there. You can't help it. You're going to miss Caitlin Clark when she averages 34 points and leads almost every category. That's a lot to replace. But Valley found that out this year when Zoe graduated. Zoe Young now at out east playing at Maryland, and they found their way. They plateaued early, but they found their way until they got knocked off Saturday night by Iowa City West. And that'll be Dowling next year playing without Caitlin, and that's new leaders and another opportunity. That's what high school sports are about.
That's what it's about, and we'll have to me, I look at Ella. I mean, Ella's going to be our leader next year. Ella Bay. She gives everything to our program. But again, this is the last night here, so we go with our seniors and what Caitlin's meant to our program. Holy cow! Just the things that she's done, the things that she can do as a basketball player, and looking forward to watching her at the University of Iowa and I down in St. Louis, and the rest of the girls doing their thing. I mean, it's just fun to watch the progress and watch them grow as basketball players, but just people over the course of their next 3 or 4 years as they go into college.
Well, Joel, we appreciate you taking time to visit with us on a very tough night. Sioux City East moves on to the state tournament. Dowling's season is done. We thank you. I want to thank you personally, along with Coach Meyer, Coach Babinette, and the rest of the coaching staff. Appreciate all your insights throughout the year and helping us with our broadcast, whether it's home or away. I didn't make the Minnesota trip because Devaney wouldn't come along, and I couldn't go to Chicago because they won't let me back there.
Yeah.
But other than that, we've
must
covered
be something that happened back in Chicago that we don't want to know about, right?
It was a Grandview trip.
Okay.
Many years ago.
Bringing back some memories. No, that's all right.
But you guys went all over, had a lot of fun, a lot of team bonding, and these girls will have a lot of great mememories.
A lot of great memories.
You and the coaching staff presented that to them in a very positive way, and who could forget the practices? I know there's some memories there.
There's things that like they always say, what happens on the practice floor stays in the practice floor. Some of those things you have to keep to ourselves, especially when Caitlin's involved.
That's right. That's right. Well, Joel Danner, thanks for joining us in the postgame show. Tough loss tonight. We want to thank you for everything you've done, and I know there's some girls that need some comfort in there because it's going to be a tough night for them.
It's going to be a tough night. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Joel Danner joined us here in the postgame show. We'll take our final break and come back to the Dowling Gym alongside Steve Devaney, Mark Hamadale, and we want to thank assistant coach Joel Danner of the Dowling girls basketball team. Sioux City East upsets Dowling 67-63. They'll move on to the state tournament next week. We'll take our final break and come back here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Howdy, folks. This is Jimmy Aiken from Catholic Answers Live, and it's very important that you support your local radio station because it's only your local Catholic radio station that makes it possible for you to hear wonderful programming like Catholic Answers Live and all of the other great EWTN shows. So please help them out right now and be generous.
You can give securely online at iowacatholicradio.com, the Iowa Catholic Radio app, or call 515-223-1150.
Do you have a story? Well, God wants to hear it. Maybe you can't donate money or volunteer your time, but that doesn't mean that you can't evangelize for the Lord. Iowa Catholic Radio is on a mission of evangelization, and you can help by sharing your testimony with us. Just call 515-223-1150 and tell us how Iowa Catholic Radio has impacted your life. Or you can also email your testimony to contact@kwky.com.
And welcome back to the Dowling Gym, and a very dejected Dowling Gym. A lot of Dowling fans leaving as the Dowling girls got upset. That'll make the news. I'm sure it is in social media in central Iowa. Sioux City East, the Black Raiders come down to West Des Moines and upset Dowling 67-63, knocking Dowling out of the girls' state basketball tournament. The Maroons were looking for their 21st state tournament appearance. They've qualified 6 of the last 7 years. Will make it 6 out of the last 8 years. They do not qualify this year. And you got to hand it to head coach Brian Drent and the Sioux City Black Raiders. They'll move on with a record of 16-7, and they'll play in the state Class 5A state basketball tournament beginning next Monday. The Class 5A teams begin at 10 a.m., and right now they will probably play at 10 a.m., as that's where the number 1 and number 8 seed play, but we'll wait for all the other scores to come in. Steve, I appreciate all you've done this year. This is our final broadcast for the girls' side.
Yep.
The boys are Friday night. Dowling boys will be hosting Lewis Central. That'll be our next broadcast on Iowa Catholic Radio. 6:45 pregame, 7 o'clock this Friday. Dowling hosting Lewis Central. On the other bracket, the number 1 seed, Abraham Lincoln of Council Bluffs, hosting Urbandale. In the other side of the bracket, the winners will meet next Tuesday, 1 week from tonight. But until then, I want to thank you for everything you've done, giving up your Friday and Tuesday nights. I know you didn't give up Valentine's Day because O'Hare reminded of us. He put you on the spot. Hey, what'd you end up doing on Valentine's Day? Did you take the night off to? Yeah, I like we get our halftime guest comes on and starts interviewing both of us.
Well, that's Kevin. No, it's been a pleasure, Mark. The season ended a week too soon for us.
Yes, it did.
Just our condolences to the squad, the Dowling girls squad. You see kids coming out of the locker room tonight in tears, and sometimes in life it's just not meant to be. So we have to move forward, but was a pleasure. We may never see in our lifetimes some of the things that Caitlin Clark did over her 4 years, and in addition to her 5 other senior teammates. But they left their legacy for the Maroons, and they put together 4 great years. And they have no reason to hang their head, although tonight I'm sure they feel quite a bit different.
Yes, they do. Well, Steve, again, appreciate all you've done and all you do for the Dowling program. I know you work a lot with the youth and the boys program in the middle school, and that's a lot of time and effort. You don't have kids going through anymore, and you still donate your time and help the coaches, the players, anything to make those kids better, because we're going to see them here in several years when they're varsity players. And my hat's off to you, my friend, for all you do and coming in and helping me on Tuesday and Fridays.
Well, Mark, thanks. And you you've been doing this for 35-plus years, and you're a Hall of Famer, and this is a really, really good service that hopefully nobody around Dowling takes for granted, the fact that you get out and do the football and the basketball, and we do some baseball and some softball once in a while. But it's a tremendous service. I mean, no high school team in the state has their own radio station tied sort of to Dowling Catholic. It's been, fans appreciate it for those who can't get out to the game, and we even have listeners in different states. People are out of the country sometimes.
Out of the country sometimes, yeah.
They can get it live, and so it's a great service that you do. And
it's a labor of love, my friend. Love doing it. Love the fans, the coaches, the players, the families. Yep. Steve, as you see,
great
coming through. Some of these are some of the kids that we've coached and been with are now having their kids, and they'll be coming through. So it's a family affair, and I appreciate the fine thoughts, my friend. And we'll talk to you down the road. Maybe we'll be one of the boys' games. Who knows what Swamer's going to do? Well, we have to.
Hey, Swamer wouldn't miss it, man. He's getting fired up right now to be over here Friday
night.
Let's hope the best for OC and his squad.
Absolutely.
Thanks
you,
again,
Steve.
Mark. Yep.
Steve Devaney, my broadcast partner, as he's been throughout most of the year, and that'll wrap up our broadcast night here on Iowa Catholic Radio. Can't thank enough our sponsors, especially To Me and Sons, ToMeandSons.net, and located at 1501 Southeast 1st Street. Want to thank them for all they do for our broadcasts throughout the year. They sponsor the 3-point basket. Say hello to Mario, Joe, Louie, and Joe Jr. at 1501 Southeast 1st Street. And you call for takeout. You can still do it now, 515-282-7976, located to south of Principal Park in downtown Des Moines. Our thanks to Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, Dental Associates, and Kemen. Our thanks also to R&R Realty Group, Catholic Tuition Organization, Two Rivers Glass and Door, and Mercy One. And again, that'll wrap up our broadcast tonight. The Dowling girls going down in the regional final. It was Sioux City East 67, Dowling 63. The Maroons close out their season with a record of 19-4 and a number 3 ranking in Class 5A. And I want to thank Dr. Dan Ryan, the president of Dowling Catholic High School, along with athletic director Tom Wilson, Michael Connor, Mary Pick, and the athletic office of Dowling. Appreciate all their help. And, of course, Father Ryan Andrew, the Dowling chaplain. Appreciate all he does. He has our pregame prayer before each and every game. Tonight's studio producer for Iowa Catholic Radio, is David Beltram. And our executive director of Iowa Catholic Radio is Tony Calumet. Again, thanks to our business writers and supporters who I just mentioned on Iowa Catholic Radio, as they've been supporting us for 43 years of covering Dowling Catholic sports. Also like to thank the folks from Sioux City East, and congratulations to them on the win tonight. B.J. Cook, the athletic director, Lori Winterland, the athletic secretary, my thanks to them for their help in preparing us for the broadcast. And Sioux City East head girls basketball coach, congratulations to Brian Drent as he makes the state tournament in just his 3rd year of rebuilding the program at Sioux City East. Congratulations, Brian. Our next broadcast on Iowa Catholic Radio will be a postseason game. It'll be the Dowling boys sub-state semifinal this Friday night right here at the Dowling Gym. Lewis Central of Council Bluffs with a record of 14-8, taking on the Dowling Maroons with a record of 14-7. Pre-game Friday night at 6:45, tip-off 7 o'clock, so join me and Mike Swain for the call. Again, the final score for the final time tonight. Sioux City East upsets number 3 Dowling 67-63. The Black Raiders advance to the Girls State Class 5A basketball tournament this coming Monday at Wells Fargo Arena. For my broadcast partner, Steve Devaney, and for our studio producer, David Beltram, I'm Mark Amadale. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you Friday night here on Iowa Catholic Radio. Until then, have a safe and blessed, faith-filled evening.
Our coverage of Dowling Catholic High School basketball is underwritten by Ashworth Vision Clinic, the Catholic Tuition Organization, Construction Professionals, Dental Associates, Kemen, Mercy One, and To Me and Sons. Please support the businesses that underwrite Iowa Catholic Radio on 1150 AM, 88.5 FM, 94.5 FM, streaming at iowacatholicradio.com and on the Iowa Catholic Radio app. The proceeding has been a Dowling Catholic Sports presentation on Iowa Catholic Radio.